Hello and welcome back to SDS, another episode with the Mandem.
Yes.
On my left, we've got Haseeb.
Yes.
Opposite me, we've got Faisal.
Yes.
Faze. And the GOAT, we've got Lias.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That was a good intro. I can't. You rushed it a little, but it was very good.
I was building up for something. You know what I mean?
What have the viewers clicked on? What's the title of this video?
Predicting our Champions League group stages and run. Who's going to score top goal scorer?
Yeah.
I was going to say disappointing team, but it's not. It's the biggest surprise, right?
It could be a disappointment.
So yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
I mean, it could be a good way or a bad way. We're gonna do each group, first place to fourth place.
I'm gonna say, you know what? Thank you. All right, well done, man. Little bro.
This is my industry. We're gonna do Group A to Group H, first place to fourth place. We're also gonna do top scorer, very early Champions League winner, and we're also going to do our surprise team. It could be a good way or a bad way. Let's get into this video because we've got little groups to cover. Go on.
A year ago. Not exactly a year ago. No, hold on. A year ago.
Well, I said this how many times today?
I wanted to say.
5 times now.
Hold on. You know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say. A year ago, we did the same video. It was actually my first time I was ever on SDS. And it was this exact same table minus you. Sharky was actually here, but outside of you. But
that was the worst day of my life.
A year later, it's the same video. It's the same table. So I think that deserves a round of applause. But also what I was going to say as well, too, I got every single damn prediction right.
You know what? 12 months after, new studio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's you. Who recommended Lias to STS?
It was you, actually.
Man.
That's the
This guy created his own numbers.
Frankenstein.
You ever seen this is when Tony Stark created Ultron. You don't know what that is.
Got no idea.
That's Lil Wayne. That's Drake.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm just as famous as my mentor.
Canadian as well.
But that's still the boss. Don't get sent for it.
Great time idea.
Weezy F as well.
Weezy's Nicki Minaj.
Young money.
Who's Fuad?
Got it.
I'm gonna.
It can be Let's see me with her.
No, Stevie Wonder.
Fuad's Walk a Flock of Flame.
Hey.
Let's get into the Champions League predictions.
But where can they listen to us?
They can listen to us anywhere they want to. How about that?
They're saying
Spotify,
Haseeb is Nav.
Amazon. Oh, it's just brown, isn't it? I hear it.
You ruined it.
You ruined it.
Spotify.
I wish your first time was on STS was your first time, man.
Yeah, same. I was praying
By the
that.
way, you wanted to say first time was your last time.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't say that.
I did say that.
Stick that in.
Drinking water. Why is your hand shaking, man?
Man, it's looking like the TikTok live again, man. Damn.
Man, Remedy Coconut your boy, man.
Hey. By the way, I've never seen someone complain so much.
Oh my
I was up again.
Hey,
man.
so much
We
complaining.
need that one, man.
So much complaining.
Little cowboy hat, man. Let's start with the first group on our Champions League predictions. Like I said, we're going to go for each group. Group A. Oh, well, we might as well start with you for this one. In this group, we have Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Galatasaray, and Copenhagen, as we have a United fan on the table.
It's good to be back in the Champions League, by the way.
It's true, man. How does it feel?
I did not want to be listening to that meaty Europa League anthem.
After how many?
again, bro.
After how many years?
1 year. We don't do 7-year absences from the Champions League like these guys
Got
do.
Let's go last time. So.
Okay, who'd you get knocked out by last time?
Bayern Munich.
Can you even remember it?
Bayern
What year
Munich,
was it? What year was it?
2015.
You didn't even have a beard those days. That's how long ago it was.
Oh.
Damn! Clean shaven Haseeb.
You weren't even in the UK in those
There
times.
you go.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Bro, he came at you.
Me and him got a rivalry now.
No, we don't. What was it I said on DR Sports? Lions don't concern themselves with sheep.
Hey,
There's no
man.
rivalry
How's it
between
feel
us.
being a lion?
I guess.
No, hold on.
I
He's a little lamb.
Respect.
He's a lamb, bro.
I guess what happens afterwards. He lost as well.
We'll talk about that. Anyways, United back in the Champions League.
Nice. Are they going to win this group?
No, we're not going to win this group. Bayern Munich will win this group.
Is there any scare? Like, obviously, you're Man United, but is there any, like, worries or, like,
The worries is the amount of... I think the worry is with us. Like, Galatasaray and Copenhagen, on paper, should not be advancing out of this group over Manchester United. But I think you look at United's shaky start to the season, the amount of injuries that they have, and you also have to remember, Galatasaray is a very difficult place to go. But Copenhagen, and you're what? You have a bit of Danish in you, right? Or you spent some time there, so you know a little bit about the teams.
See?
Copenhagen, I believe the statistic is since 2011, I think they've lost one single time in the Champions League at home.
Oh wow.
One time.
Who was that?
I cannot remember. It might have been Chelsea. Was it Real?
Actually, oh,
Their record. It might not be. I was told that on Twitter. They have an exceptional record at home. So it is going to be difficult to go there. It's going to be.
My source is Twitter.
No, it's a Danish guy on Twitter. In fact, he's always getting on Twitter. No, it's not him. This guy on Twitter. You know,
my source is Twitter.
you know how I always hate on Ericsson.
Well, I was expecting. I saw the stat.
No, but well, the stat comes from somebody, bro. But Sky Sports, I don't got those sources yet, bro.
You got haters at this table, man.
I know.
You got two. Damn.
That's what happens, bro. I mean, they come for the champ.
Hey.
But
You let me know when you get to it.
Can I finish my dip statement?
Go.
Copenhagen have a really good record at home. Galatasaray going to Turkey is never easy. Allianz Arena is a tough place to go to. So those are difficult games for United. They're going to have to win at one of those grounds, which is proven to be difficult. But I believe, based on the quality of the team still, I think they should get out of this group. I think they should come second to Bayern. Yeah. I would say Galatasaray come third.
I think that's pretty much everyone's first and second, right?
Yeah, I don't know
Anyone
much.
got-
Yeah, exactly the same.
Yeah.
Top to bottom.
You're smiling at me, face. You
Nah,
got
man, I've got a different list still.
What?
Oh, you got United winning that group.
If you've got
he doesn't have
United,
United
if
coming
you've
out.
got United playing Thursday night football,
Are you saying? Oh wait, is Leah's linking up with Fuizzi in February?
Hey.
I'm not watching Europa League this year. That's all I'll
No,
tell you. I will not be watching United in the Europa League. If they're there, I won't be watching.
I've got United third. I've got Gala to finish second.
what's the reason behind that?
The reason behind it is one, because of the performance I've seen so far from United, early stages. It's tough to, of course, make a decision, but just taking a lot of factors into account: Sancho's situation, Anthony's situation. Is he going to be back? Ten Hag still not finding the right team for it. Gala has made a lot of improvement to that team. The most recent sign they've made is because Davinson Sanchez just came. I'm not saying he's going to be
For him, for that team.
thing, but in terms of the depth of the team,
Just him and Victor Nelson.
and Ndombele's there. They have got a B team and an A team, and their B team is actually not that bad. So they've got now the ability, if they want to rest Mertens, they can bring in Hakim Ziyech. If Zaha's playing, Icardi's scoring goals, Sasha Boris is on the right back. I think Gala, their home form, incredible. I have more faith in Gala getting a win at home than United getting a win at Old Trafford against Gala. That's how bad it is.
Can I ask you a question?
United are really good at home, though.
Yeah,
I don't
Really good.
trust you guys. Your away form.
Away form is bad, but at Old Trafford, there's a chance United could win all three games. Under Eric Ten Hag, their home form is exceptional. It's the away games that I agree with you. In big, high-pressure moments against crowds that are, like you thought about St. James's Park. I think it's I'm not going to say it's similar atmosphere to
No, it's
Galatasaray,
rocky,
but if you want
you're
to
right.
take a Premier League equivalent to Galatasaray, United struggles, in my opinion, in those kinds of high-leverage away moments. So I agree with you, but at home, United should be, and United will have to win all three games because these away games are tough.
Easy. And the Bayern games, I think Bayern's easy first.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bayern goes 18 out of 18, in my opinion, or even 15 out of 18, or maybe 16, or maybe drop.
I think they
or
have a
maybe,
hiccup at Old Trafford.
or maybe,
I can see.
I can see
guys
you
doing
draw.
so.
I can see
see
cheeky
it.
draw from
maybe
United.
actually, you know what? Going away to Gala is going to be, but I think the games that's going to decide is going to be the deciding factor is the game against Copenhagen. You mentioned the stat, of course, which I agree with, but I think whoever beats Copenhagen, home and away, is going to be the team that's going to advance.
But do you know, with Galatasaray, obviously they had to play a qualifiers to get into the Champions League, and against Molde, it wasn't convincing. They got through. Home and away, it wasn't convincing. Like, I watched. I'm not gonna lie. I watched the highlights, and Molde had a lot of chances.
I wasn't
I agree.
expecting
I think
them to watch
Galatasaray, the names are impressive, right? Like they're recognizable names. So off the bat, we're impressed by them. Zaha, Icardi, Mertens, Ziyech, and Ndombele. But the reality is, this is a team that 3-4 years ago, those names would have been impressive. Right now in 2023, they're at Galatasaray for a reason. So I think we have to be realistic too. This isn't some super team that we're coming up
They
against.
left the Premier League.
Exactly. There's a reason why they're at Galatasaray. No disrespect. Turkish fans are crazy. I know they write out for their team. I'm not
Get
trying to
on him, man.
disrespect-
Get on him, Turkish
Hey,
fans. Get
Turkish
on
fans
him.
are hardcore. I'm not trying to diss their team.
Bro,
but
as soon as they're linked to a player,
Oh,
they'll
yeah,
play
bro,
against
that's-
someone.
Their fan base is crazy.
But I think this year could be the year that a Turkish team. It's been a while.
Is this your dark horse surprising? Because
Galatasaray are coming out of the group against United makes them a surprise.
Yeah,
That's a huge
that's
surprise.
If that's the case, because I've got another one, a surprise
we
later.
can save that one.
I've got, but I feel like Gala. I think with the way things are, and just United being,
I think it's more United.
Yeah, it's a shaky start of the season.
United being not the convincing United, and Gala just being a bit impressive in certain stages, and the players. I feel like Gala's
the only way I see,
I could be wrong.
Yeah,
like 6 months from now, I'll put my hands up. But
Sancho's back in the team. I mean, Sancho's deleted a statement on the Twitter.
Yeah,
he had to though, innit?
he had to after the
You
whole.
realize that no one is going to buy him for 350,000.
His Twitter app is still him and Ten Hag.
But
No comment.
But FaZe, going back onto what you said, I feel like the only way, like Galatasaray nick a result against United at Old Trafford, whether it's a draw, is like you said, it all depends on how many injuries they've got. So other than that, I don't see United. I'll be real, I don't see United losing at home or away. I feel like Finn gets disrespected so much, but Bruno Fernandes in those big occasions turns up. Never mind, forget. I don't care about
Big
top six.
occasions.
And I don't really care about top six because obviously it's Champions League. But you've seen the Champions League run with when Bruno Fernandes plays, like the amount of chances he creates.
Oh yeah, he's a chance creating
And
machine. Yeah.
For me,
I think
with
he-
Rasmus Højlund as well, we don't know that. Dan. We could go this
That's the
weekend.
thing.
and
United,
go,
there's a lot of question marks, and that's the thing. If United can click, I think we're not gonna talk about the Arsenal game, but I think there was some signs there. There was positive signs. If they can get players back in time in terms of injuries,
Exactly.
then yeah, I think United should get out of this group. But there are hiccups there.
I think it's a blessing as well that, as mad as it sounds, Man United's first game in the Champions League is Bayern.
And their
'Cause
last
if-
game is Bayern too.
Yeah, coming from-
Their
if it
last
was-
game is Bayern at the Old Trafford.
If they were to play Gala now, I would have been like, ooh, like first game.
But do you
there's
think-
jitters?
however,
there's all that stuff.
I can flip it as a not as a disadvantage in a way. Because imagine Gala wins the first game, Bayern of course wins that game against United. Gala's already on a positive note. All they need to do to cause pressure and to put them man rattled under pressure is to make it 6 out of 6 straight
Momentum
off the bat.
I know.
It happened a couple of years ago. It happened. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be completely mistaken.
Sheriff.
No, it was Istanbul Başakşehir.
Istanbul
Start on a thing, and they kept that momentum to even they lost a couple of games, but they already got 6 points. If you can get 6 points early on, third and fourth game, it's calm. Like especially if the third or fourth game against Bayern, you expect to lose, but if you pick up the point against Copenhagen, get a point against them at Old Trafford, you've got a good chance. You spoke about Bruno. I think Bruno 2 years ago broke. Did he break the record of assisting every single?
That's unreal.
I think he was the top assistant. For
Ronaldo,
the Champions
he
League.
assisted all Ronaldo's goals. I remember a couple of years ago.
We'll see. What do you guys think of Bayern though?
I've got high hopes.
Same man.
Hurricane up top.
That
I've
Leroy
I've got-
Sané looks like a different man.
I've got very high hopes.
Very high hopes if Bayern can go into the January window and buy Payet.
They've dropped.
If not, I think Bayern actually depth-wise are worse than
I
they
think
were last season.
Bayern came out as well and said they're looking to.
They have to.
in January.
I think if they don't get that signing, then I worry about them in terms of like against cities and
They
but
dropped the lick
if
as
they
well.
can get that signing, push Kimmich a little forward, and the thing, like, bro, they've lost play like. Pavard in isolation is not a huge loss, but then you look, they didn't really buy a replacement right back. I think they wanted another midfielder.
They're trusting Mazuri now as a.
Mazraoui is their only right back. That's my point. If he goes down, they have no one else really to
They're
replace
going
him.
to put Kimmich out there.
Yeah, they got rid of that. What's his name? Junuzovic? No, what's his name?
Josip Juranovic.
I don't know his name. He went to Bayer Leverkusen. So
They sold him.
They strike.
I think
Alone.
Bayern has a really strong team. Their starting 11, exceptional. And if they can get Painha, they are a serious contender for this
But
championship.
I feel like it's the old Bayern though.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's fair with Group A. I think majority of us had Bayern Man United and Copenhagen last, but you had Galatasaray going through this United. So that's Group A. Let us know if you agree in the comments below. Group B, this is the best team in the world is in this group, so we're going to start with them. We've got
sick individual,
Arsenal,
man.
Sevilla, PSV, and RC Lens. Euro Talk specialist RC Lens.
Whoa!
No, you got the Conference League theme. You
I
got
don't even know if they got one, bro.
we got to defer to an Arsenal fan on the table.
go on and let's see. Chat to us. I actually want to hear you first.
Okay, I've got Arsenal winning that group.
Okay.
I think it's no. I think it's shock.
Shocker, yeah.
But in terms of who else I got going through with them, I picked PSV.
I hear it.
That's a decent show.
Yeah, I think PSV. I mean, I'm looking at all three of them. I would like Lens to do something. Like I do like the team they
How have
have.
Lens started the season, Eurotalk guys?
Horror.
Or
Oh god,
Horrific.
They lost Openda and they lost Seko Fofana. Those are two huge
So
losses.
they lost the best 2 players. Went to Saudi Arabia, went to Germany. First 4 goals, no wins.
with Sevilla in this group as well. How have Sevilla been in the league?
Similar state.
They lost big players too. Bono is obviously gone.
Bonus gone, but with Seville, they're
But then it's,
the European form is always different to the
Europa League form is different. The
then
Champions League
again,
form.
it's like,
No.
but as you said, I feel like once you bring in characters like Sergio Ramos, that could lift
I agree.
Sevilla as a club itself.
agree.
If that makes sense. Like it's like when Rakitic came back and all that stuff.
It's
Like they got
changed,
rid
yeah.
of, like you said, they got rid of key players. But I feel like, but I'm basing this purely on the game against City where they played and it wasn't bad
Yeah, they
at
don't
all.
play.
In it. And for me, you know how it is. European form and league form complete different. Certain teams turn up when it's
Correct.
European nights compared to the league.
And the Andalos, like Seville, during this Champions League nights, or even Europe.
Did Ocampos go
Fulham?
Fulham?
He's still there. No,
He was going to leave, and I think
I
he's
thought,
stayed.
okay, cool,
he's
that's
still
good.
there. He had a
Aaron
he-
Assyria is still there.
Bro,
He had a
Arsenal
shocker.
going to have some hiccups, man. Because going away to PSV and Sevilla, they're not easy grounds.
You guys have got.
I think
you guys have
lost
got.
last season to
I'll
Sevilla.
give you guys a
Mestalla.
hot take. I think Arsenal are going to steamroll through this group.
18 or 15?
16. 16 points for Arsenal.
So fair enough.
I think. Look, the teams are nice. You can talk about Sevilla. I think they're going to steamroll through this group.
I agree,
PSV too.
I
They
agree.
lost Xavi Simmons.
David Simmons, but they replaced.
Sangare is gone too. Who did they replace him with?
They didn't replace him specifically with a player, but they bought Lozano from.
Yeah, they brought him back from
He,
Napoli.
he stinks though. so-
Irving
No,
Lozano.
but yeah,
From-
No, but there's some
Napoli.
player. No, he came
No,
back.
but guy that's making a huge difference for them is Noah Lang.
Yes, yeah.
I've liked this addition.
2
yeah.
goals, 2 assists to start the season off. So he's been on
You
smoke.
can say too,
Luke de
Lozano
Jong-
stinks, but he has a track record at PSV.
PSV, yeah, you're
Bro,
right.
Luke de Jong is a bona fide goal scorer, fam. Like he comes through with
Bro,
goals.
PSV gave us problems last season in the Europa League.
They
We lost
did.
them away.
I want
But then
to.
again, they had Gakpo, Sangare, and Xavi Simmons.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
upset.
yeah, sure,
I'm not upset with your selection to put PSV second, but
And I
for
put
me,
Sevilla third, Lens fourth. What
for me,
have?
I've got Lens fourth as well. I think they
Same.
haven't replaced anyone. They lost the 2 best players.
Only boy that they brought in was Ilya Wahi, but he's still a young buck, so.
They had a magical season last season, but I think this season is when
That's what
Champions
happens.
is going to hit my train.
But
That's
that's,
what happens.
but that's what happens when you're in the league or whatever, you make the top 4, they look at the best players. That's
It's
it.
true. It's true.
It's sad, man. It's just football.
and,
innit?
and with a team like that, they can't afford to keep them as well.
Yeah, exactly.
with
They don't
the-
have the bargaining power.
They
They don't
don't.
have.
They have a couple good players, but
I've got
It's a good experience for them now.
100%.
absolutely.
Champions
I've
League
got
nice.
Seville. I've got Seville finishing second.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair.
same.
Exactly the same. Exactly the
second,
same. Yeah, like.
That's fair enough. Like, it's a toss up. But who did you have?
Arsenal, Sevilla, PSV, Lens.
Everyone had Sevilla. Okay, fair enough. Then. Yeah, I think that's a pretty straightforward group. I think everyone had like Arsenal top in the group.
How do you
and-
guys, for both of you, speaking of Arsenal quickly,
Yeah,
how do
I'm happy.
how do you guys feel of being back?
deserve-
Being back, in Champions
Being
League?
back or how I feel about the Champions League.
No, being back.
Okay, but don't say anything crazy because act like we've been here before.
Yeah, 100%. No, we have been there. But bro, turning on my TV on a Tuesday and Wednesday, it's imagine. I'm used to that when we have like a double game week in the Prem.
Bro, I'm
Oh, like FA Cup. I
I'm
don't
used
know.
to
5:45 on the Thursday.
It's been years.
Bro, and everyone knows. You guys know this, especially Faisal. Since you're from London, Champions League nights at the Emirates.
You're gonna have
Can't beat it, bro.
The flashing
You
lights.
can't, bro. The way, bro. I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
I need to be there.
I'm
Game
gonna
one.
next Sharky season ticket.
I'm good as well.
I'm beating up Sharks to get this ticket.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up Sharky as well.
I want to experience. You know what? You know one thing I want to experience, and it's been circulating on Twitter. You know that song that you guys play at the
North
London
London forever.
North London
Whatever the
forever.
weather.
I can't lie, yeah.
When Real Madrid hit that,
You
when it
like that
comes
song?
to
Huh?
You like that
I
song?
can't lie. You know what? I vibe with
I'm
it.
not vibing with it. I
I
can't.
vibe with it.
So
That's
what,
special.
you prefer Glory Man United?
Glory, man, you know how it is.
Glory Glory Man United has like it's a heritage song for United.
Heritage hype, man.
North London
It
Forever
stinks.
is a song they made up on the spot 2 years ago.
It's a singer, as a singer, an artist.
Yeah.
It's too long.
That's an
honestly.
Arsenal fan that is from North London.
Okay, who's his worst? Chelsea or United?
Oh no, Chelsea's the worst.
Chelsea is the worst one.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Well,
That one's kind of hard. I can't lie.
It's hilarious. Amazing.
it's nice, man.
You hear that shit? You hear that shit? 12 p.m. on a Sunday, bro. You know it's a long day, bro. Honestly.
It's true.
It's got a nice vibe to it. Honestly.
We're just gonna hit that. When
Goosebumps as well, you know.
Real Madrid have the most iconic song, bro.
What's that song?
Los Blancos forever.
Nah, North London forever.
the Spanish
North London forever feels forced to me, honestly. Like, fair play. It gets the players up, and that's all you really want from a song. But
But yes, was you at the game at Emirates?
no. Look, I understand. It builds an atmosphere. It gets the players going. I'm not a fan of the song.
Gets the people going.
It's
You know
not-
what it is? You know what it is, yeah? I feel like it's because the song's about 2 years old. I'll say 2-3 years
It's
old.
not even about that. I don't know. It's just
It's got to give it time. It's
It's
got to give it time.
It's too much. Like I don't know. Like I feel like it's like a whole ass. Like the chants should be like a few like Hala Madrid in Adamas. I don't want to hear like a whole lyrics.
Hala
Like,
Madrid.
That sound like reggaeton.
But hold on.
no, my point is I don't want like a chorus.
Piano.
My point is I don't want a chorus. I don't want an introduction. Like, that's what I feel like North London forever is.
But
That's
it's an actual song.
But hold on,
They
hold on.
took the chorus out of it.
what I'm saying. It's too much.
But then again, Liverpool song's long as well.
But Liverpool song is iconic.
Yeah, but you
Don't worry,
can't-
it's gonna be iconic.
Okay, in 15 years, ask me again. I might change my mind. But right now, I'm not a fan.
at the moment is a vibey song. Fam.
Right.
Everyone liked the French national team song at one point.
What, Alain
That's not their anthem, bro. That's not their anthem. That's just the
became the
That's just the song. That's just songs were made for them, bro.
All right, so the Group B, that's our final prediction for Group B. Group C, oh, here we are. We're here. Real Madrid, Napoli, Union Berlin, Braga. Faisal, take it away.
I don't think we'll finish first, bro.
Wow.
We're not finishing first.
You actually believe that?
We're not finishing first.
I'm the opposite. I'm like very, very skeptical on Napoli, you know?
Really?
Very, very skeptical on Napoli.
Napoli have scarred me in Europe so many times. Like it's not even just last season where they should have beat Milan. They should have gone to probably should have gone to the Champions League final. I even remember the year where like they played Real Madrid and like the round of 16 or quarterfinals, and like we were expecting it to be a crazy good tie. It was just like peak Higuain, Insigne, Hamsik, Callejon. They flopped it. Napoli in Europe, I've always had question marks over them.
But it's not even that. For me, it's just too much. It's just too much changes. You've lost the manager.
Sorry.
Obviously,
Spalletti's gone.
Spalletti's
Even
gone.
last season, like we were expecting Napoli to get very far.
They should have went to the final. My point is they should have
But
went to
then
the final.
Rafael decided played.
No, Osimhen
Yeah.
also
Super-
missed the first.
Super Mike decided to have a man of
Osimhen
matches.
missed the first leg too. It's tough.
But it's not.
I'll be real.
not about-
They could have played. You could have played the first leg as well. I don't think it would have changed.
I think Osimhen is huge for that.
No, massive.
Bigger
I'm not
than-
regarding
yeah,
that. But
he's the most
But then
important player on the
remember again, the guy. Did Osimhen play when they beat them 4-0 in the league?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think Osimhen did
Was it
play, bro.
Simeone?
Osimhen missed a huge.
Simeone.
Napoli's season went like a little haywire when Osimhen's form and injury kind of hit, bro. He's
Yeah,
the
no,
most.
I hear it.
If the fact, who was it? I think Kvara won Player of the Year last year. It should never have
No,
happened.
never.
He was the MVP.
He's the king of Napoli. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What's Cavara been recently, man?
I know people
I
know.
want to talk about that soon.
Was it one
People
goal? One
I
goal
wanna-
since
I
October
wanna-
last
I wanna
October.
talk
I think no. I think I can't lie. I think people have been a bit too harsh
100%.
on his name.
100%. I
Like
agree.
your change of style has changed. Different manager.
Managers change,
People
yeah.
are very emphasis nowadays on GAs now.
Yep.
People keep saying, "Oh, he hasn't had a GA since last February," or even.
I think they said
Or worse than that.
I think it's unfair.
Yeah.
Like you're not
Finger
counting
assist.
3 months of the season.
Or
we're
not
playing,
even
bro.
that. Or not even that. Worse than that. Or he hasn't had an open goal because he's the main penalty taker. No, he hasn't had an open
Set
goal.
piece taker too, corner
set
kicks,
piece
yeah.
taker. I think people have been too hard.
Let me tell you what happened, right? This is why Twitter is so reactionary, bro. No one knew about Kvara's dry spell in front of goal. No one was, because the people who are now creating this Kvaratskhelia is overrated or whatever don't watch Kvaratskhelia. They just see Sova score or whatever.
That's the whole point, yeah.
And they weren't even paying attention. Some guy on Twitter tweeted, "Wow, Kvaratskelia's shot power is crazy," and then quoted it saying, "It's kind of crazy that he hasn't scored though since like April."
And everyone ran
And
with
that
it.
tweet just went crazy, and people like started to go check. Oh shit, it's true. But the fact is, the reason they have to go check is because they're not watching the games, bro. They have no idea whether Kvara is playing good or bad in
And
the
on top
game.
of that, people didn't know, even when he was going through that crazy run back in August, September, October, when he was getting GAs every single day, they still weren't watching him. But they saw the goals, they saw the assists, and they automatically thought, "Oh, he's having a sixth season. Bro, what you guys saw last season to what you guys saw now.
It's not a general game.
It's
like,
this.
Yeah. Kvar, the first time most of football Twitter watched him play,
It's
I'm
Champions
willing
League
to
nights.
bet. No, the first game they probably watched him play was against Liverpool in the Champions
100%.
League. The second game they watched him play was Napoli in the second leg when Calabria had a really good game against
And
them.
the third game was the game against Juventus where you put the dagger on them towards the
My
last.
point
day.
is, most of football Twitter didn't watch that game. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, they
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
watch that game.
That-
bro.
but that's
Which is what I know what you mean.
I'm telling you, but this is how people view the game,
But
bro.
then again,
GA.
yeah.
Now I guarantee you,
MPGs.
did Napoli play Real Madrid first game of the group?
Yes.
If
second.
Kvaratskhelia goes to the Bernabeu or hosts them at Napoli and scores 2 goals and destroys Carvajal or whoever's playing right back on the day and has a brilliant game, football Twitter will suddenly start talking about this guy again like he's the best
back.
player on
But
earth.
that- but that's
This
the
is
thing.
how football Twitter views players outside of England.
They don't. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They don't watch it. They don't watch 90 minutes of it. They just based on
GAs, did he score?
whoever.
Did he assist?
Not even that. Who's that account? Eurofoot. What's that guy?
Yeah, Eurofoot.
Eurofoot, yeah.
Whenever they see a highlight from Eurofoot and he says incredible highlight from Kivicha, they're like, oh, you know what? He's back. Oh yeah, he's back. X, Y, and Z. But they don't watch it. And
But that's the thing about footballers, especially in the Twitter
Nowadays-
universe
nowadays
nowadays.
changed. Nowadays
the
changed,
moment,
bro.
like I said, the moment there's a little bit of hype, Twitter runs with it, and then the serial PR run with it, and now they've built a narrative, built someone up. That's what I don't know. He must have came from like the Georgian league or something like that.
Georgian league, yeah.
I don't know what it is where there was not much hype. It's like you said, it's the same with Mudryk to an extent in terms of not ability wise, but as in like just the hype it's built going into it.
Yeah, that's a good
We
point.
guys talk about Real too, by the way.
yeah, of course.
Forget Real, man.
But no, Kivicha, is he the same player as he was before in terms of form? No, he's not. But then I guess there's different variables to it. But it hasn't changed a lot. The only thing is, Napoli, for them to win, it has to have Kivicha in them as well. Like Victor Osimhen, his best form last season came from all of Kivicha's
And vice versa. They're brilliant too.
Vice versa. So chill out on the whole Kivicha.
I'll be real, yeah. I
Only 4
don't
games
really
in
know about that because you know how obviously we've used Raven about what you call it, Osimhen. I feel like he's a kind of he can eat off scraps.
Yeah,
he's
I
one of
agree.
them few
Osimhen-
strikers.
Kvara needs.
He doesn't really heavily rely on
Kvara
Kivicha.
needs. Well, he still needs him. Kvara
100%.
needs Osimhen more than
More than-
Osimhen.
There you
needs
go.
Kvara.
That's what I was looking for.
I would agree with that.
But then again, going into it now, like you said, when we started it, they've lost Spalletti. They've lost Kim Min-jae after 1 year, one season. Do you think they've added Lindstrom into that right wing to he's replaced Lozano? Do you feel like they've still got enough?
I feel like
Not necessarily to top
tell
the
you.
group, because that's obviously that's how. Because obviously the
the
conversation started off Faye saying, "I feel like
They're gonna top the group.
Napoli
And I'll
will
tell you
win
why.
the league.
And
Not
I'll
win
t-
the league, top the group."
and I'll tell you why. It's not about Napoli, what they've done or what they've lost or what they've gained. It's just about us.
That's you guys.
If you guys have gained, yes, but the whole Mbappe situation, he's not here. We've got one striker, that's Joselu. And that's Joselu. Vinny's now trying to come. He's out from an injury, but he's trying to come back after the international break. He's forcing it.
Tebow's out for a while.
That's what I mean. The injuries, the main 2 injuries, which is making me go from first to second. We've got a good team. If you bear it, I'll start on 11. It's not a bad team with Vinny, Militao, and Tebow.
Ryan Garcia.
And now you take Militao, who's our best centre back out. You take Tebow, who's one of our best players out, and you replace him with who? Rudiger, Fez, but the Kepa thing is making me nervous. If you guys have seen the first couple of games, bro,
About that, you've seen the last 3 years of him at Chelsea, bro.
but it's not convincing. So you replace our best 2 players with a Kepa, with a Rudiger. If Rudiger goes out, Alaba goes out, Nacho's in there. We've got 3 centre backs. Danny Carvajal is still here in 2023.
It's an L window, man. Honestly.
Frank Garcia, been good, bit nervous, but who's his replacement? Ferdinand Mendy. Our midfield is packed. I don't have a problem with our midfield, but our problem is the Ancelotti, who he's going to prefer. I still feel like Toni Kroos is going to be a 6. I don't know when we're going to see that. Who's our striking option? Rodrigo and Vinny and Joselu. And that's it. Brahim Diaz, Arda Güler's out for 2 months. So I'm basing it on what we have,
Brahim
which is
Diaz
not going
does
to be
like
enough.
Napoli, though.
Which is not, yeah.
Brahim Diaz does like Napoli, though.
which is not going to be enough.
There's a reason for that centre back depth as well. There's a reason Rudiger didn't run back for that 4th goal. He's like, I'm the only centre
Bro,
back.
I saw people cook him. Oh, he's got no passion. They're losing 2-1. 89 minutes.
Friendly as well.
Friendly. Why do you?
Gonna bust the gun.
Why? And not even that. Guess who had the ball? Kubo.
Yeah,
one of the
he's
most informed players. Why would you run back at that moment?
It's a friendly. Since when did we criticize Rudiger for his passion, for his? Come on, bro, it's one of the most aggressive players on the planet.
Exactly, man.
Well,
no, there's a reason he didn't want to
I think Real Madrid. We're looking at like late 2000s Real Madrid run from them this year. Like in terms of like they're not going to go far in the.
You know what this season reminds me of? The Madrid season.
The Ajax season.
This
Late
reminds me
2018,
of
19.
2018, 2019 season.
Ajax?
Ronaldo left.
Zidane left.
Zizou left. The way things are moving with the injuries and everything.
No, you got Jude Bellingham, bro.
But that's
the only the
Jude
shining
Bellingham
spark
is
they
the
have.
shining spark, but it is.
Eventually, the goals are going to dry up. By the way, like he's
That's
not
what
going
it
to
is.
score every single
He
game.
is-
You got Joselu, so he's gonna get
He's-
back 25.
Jude
25
Bellingham.
minutes. What a game! He's not scoring 25 goals.
Jude's goals brainwashing all the Madrid
That's
fans.
what it is, yeah.
They're brainwashing of our problems. We won four games.
4 fake games.
Against Getafe, we struggled. Against Celta Vigo, I was calm. But he scored all 4 goals.
Bilbao
And
was good as
Almeria,
well.
Almeria, Bilbao, Fez, we got 4 goals.
Elite.
4 games, 4 wins. All Jude Bellingham. No one else.
That's fine, man.
That's our
We're waiting for Vinny, bro.
I'm expecting it's not going to be enough because the diamond formation is restricting Vinny.
Okay, how
the
about
diamond formation is helping Jude, restricting Vinny.
But
Vinny ain't the same
but
player
This
with
is
that
also
diamond formation.
where it's going to be up to Vinny. Can he adapt to this new formation and down
he's
this?
not.
Why not?
He's
He's
not
gonna
going to
be
adapt to the
Ancelotti.
same formation because no, he's not. No, I've seen it. Vinny, the first 2 games, the moment, no.
I'm not saying the
World
first
beater.
games. My point is down the season. You don't think that he can grow
Unreal.
into this role and like kind of. Because he's gonna have to be less of like a ball dominant player and more of like a goal scorer this season.
But he's not that person because
He
when we
is.
No, he's not. Yeah, I agree, he's not yet. But can he be coached into that? Can he be molded into that?
no, because Vinny's quite different. Vinny's quite different to what?
Cristiano Ronaldo was also quite different, bro, and he adapted
Oh,
that mentality.
But hold on.
Go ahead, go
okay.
ahead.
Let him land.
I see your point. I see your
I want to hear Lias land.
No, go ahead. This
no,
guy's a
no.
troll, bro.
Hold on.
I said my point. Go ahead.
The whole point of this diamond formation is we have 2 strikers that will drift on Spurs side with the flank. It happened when we won the 16, 17, 17, 18. Ronaldo went on the left-hand side, Benzema, then Isco was there. This whole point of now the diamond formation, Vinny does not have the ingredients now to become an actual focal point as a number 9. The reason why we start moving different, whenever the Bilbao game, for instance, the first 30, 40 minutes, Vinny was non-existable the whole game. The moment he started actually creating is when he said, you know what, fuck this. I'm not playing as a false 9. Let me now drift, actually take the ball on the left-hand side and start attacking. That's his game. This diamond formation is restricted. During the preseason, we didn't see none of Vinny's impact. During the first 2 games before he got injured, none of Vinny's impact. It's helping Jude because Jude, as we said last season, he's a final third. It's benefiting him. Joselu now, having Joselu, this is what I don't understand from Carlo Ancelotti. Brother, you 25 years into the game, Are you ever having Faisal Hassan teaching you about tactics?
Go on, teach
How disgusting is that? 25 years into the game, you're playing.
Little eyebrow raiser.
He thinks he's a coach nowadays,
Well,
man.
why?
Damn.
You're playing. You're
25 years in the game.
still maintaining.
Multiple Champions League.
You're still maintaining the
League
diamond
titles.
formation with Rodrigo and with Joselu.
Can I ask you a question?
The whole point of this
Let him
diamond.
finish before you-
The whole point of this
I
diamond.
don't like his argument on Carlo Ancelotti. It's been going on for 3 years.
One Champions League, one La Liga.
Bro.
Sorry, let him finish. Let him
read,
land, let him
but
land.
help me understand. This Vinny's out. Go back to the 4-3-3. Because put Fed on the right hand side. You can't expect Joselu to work out a 2-man attack when you expect him to drift forward. Because it doesn't work out. The diamond formation benefits when both try, because they both drift on the left hand side and actually rotate between. Who is Joselu rotating with?
But is that lack of options for him?
That's no lack of options. The lack of options if you use him as a number 9, because he is a number 9. Put Rodrigo as a left winger and put Fed as a right winger.
Can I ask you a
can't
question?
expect
Can
him-
I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Who was the last team you played?
Last year, Getafe.
What was the score?
The score was 2-1.
Who scored?
But, okay, thank you very much for reminding me, but it's an L for you, because we started with a diamond formation.
Joselu scored.
But no.
That's all I wanted. My boy scored.
This guy's a troll, bro.
No, because we start with a diamond
Did he not
formation.
score?
Can I finish? Can I land?
Hey,
We-
you've had the floor.
Let him
for 20
finish, bro.
minutes.
Let him finish. Let him
We
finish.
had the diamond
I want to
formation.
talk about Uni Berlin.
No,
I want to talk about Uni Berlin. I want to talk about Braga,
we
bro.
switch it. We switch it. Just last point. No. Just no. No, he's a troll. He's moving like a troll back now.
You're
Hey,
moving nasty.
The first half, diamond formation didn't work out. The reason why Joselu scored, Brahim Diaz came on, and we changed the formation. Get out of here with the trope.
The one thing I want to say about Vinny,
Go on, finish it off.
I think I'm not trying to compare him to Cristiano Ronaldo. They're different players, different talents, whatever.
Different races.
Cristiano Ronaldo was also a player, bro. That like he wanted to be on the ball all the time. He wanted to do his skills, and eventually, due to coaching, due to also maturity, and due to change in mentality, he became a player that touched the ball less and less, kind of moved more and more central, and adopted that kind of mentality. Is it possible that Vinny, this team needs him in a new role? It's not his fault. The market was awful, but this is what the team needs from him. Is it possible that he can adopt himself into this new role?
Do you know why? You're talking to a 21-year-old Vinny to a 25, 26-year-old Ronaldo.
No, but even Ronaldo, between 06, 07 and 07, 08, there was a change in his mentality, bro. To go from 17 goals to 42.
Okay. Vinny, on the left-hand side, has got Fran Garcia. Ronaldo's very beneficial to have Marcelo.
No, but I'm talking about he had Evra, bro.
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking, no. You're talking about right now. Can Vinny become that person?
Yes.
We can't rely on Fran Garcia to control that left-hand side. Because Marcelo...
This guy.
You really can. You know what's from last year?
Okay, yeah, continue.
Finally, let's talk about you. That's how.
Stars on fucking.
Bro, it's super.
But the point is, to end it, I don't think just because of the injuries that we have. If we had no injuries, we'll finish first. But because of Kepa in there.
I hate Kepa, wallah. I genuinely hate Kepa.
In there.
This guy picks up the ball and throws it in his own net. That's basically what he's doing, bro.
Imagine Kepa with Victor.
He's playing against us.
Imagine Victor with Victor Osimhen, bro. This is not. It's not a good sight.
Osimhen, both of them jumping, right? Straight jump. Kepa can use his arms to jump and catch the ball. Osimhen can jump higher than Kepa.
You've got who? You've got Zielinski, who's an actual long range shooter. Bro, Lobotka as well.
Long ball specialists.
Well, yeah, honestly, if I see Kepa from 40 yards out, I'm looking up.
But for me,
palms away. Palms away.
Catch this.
Pulling up from 40. Steph Curry, bro.
But for me, regarding Napoli, the one thing we can all agree on the table is, me personally, they struggle against athletic players in the sense of ball, like the players that can drive with the ball.
Leao, for
like
example.
you said, the Leao, the Theo Hernandez's, and Real Madrid realistically got like 4 of them on their team.
Yeah, Real Madrid are a very athletic, a very lanky team.
That's the one thing. Fair enough, like you said, they have good midfielders.
Camavinga,
but
Fede, Vinny.
When you watch them against AC Milan, for example, Tonali, Benacer, Krunic, they were working 10 times harder than that midfield three of Anguissa, Lobotka, Zielinski, even when they had Ndombele. And you can tell, as long as you guys overrun that midfield and play your football, like you said, I don't watch Real Madrid. I'm gonna be real. I don't watch Real Madrid, so I don't know if your team creates a lot of chances.
That Napoli, AC Milan. You mentioned great points, but who was the MVP of that round?
Leao. Or Mike Magna.
Super Mike. Who do we have in goal?
Kepa Arrizabalaga, Valenciaga.
Unsuper Kepa.
I don't know. Arrizabalaga.
As good as Leao was, as good as Leao and Tonali was. Yeah, that's what I mean. As good as Leao and Tonali was, he was saving them. Super Mike was the savior.
Yeah,
who do we have in goal? What?
Lunin.
I want Lunin to start.
Lunin is better than Kepa.
I want Lunin to start, but he's not starting. But
what's your guys' thoughts?
So you guys all have Real Madrid first, and the Real Madrid fan has them coming second. So Napoli first. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Napoli,
but I feel like though going to Union Berlin, obviously they're first. Yeah,
I say they get Europe.
They've had some big signings actually. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Where I'm coming from, and it's not even that. They're one of the few sides. Obviously, I don't know much about Braga, but they're one of the few sides where they literally are a low block.
Yeah.
Jose Mourinho style football.
2000s.
I don't know how
terrible
Real Madrid and Napoli. Obviously, Napoli last year was a free-flowing, goal-scoring team, but I don't know if it's changed this year.
Last season, they were 10 points clear, and the XG was the lowest XG of the whole league.
I love it, bro.
And the thing about that kind of football suits European football. So I don't know how it's going to turn out.
Will constantly get
Who were some of their signings this year? What, Kevin Volland, Bonucci, Robin Gosens.
I forgot who else.
They signed some big, like, established players.
Kevin Volland?
I swear Volland signed.
Yeah, he got a red card. He got a red card like last week or the week before.
What did I say the other day? Volland is like, he's literally gone to every single like B tier team in Europe, bro. Monaco,
journeyman.
he's gone to every single league.
Was it
Yeah.
Leverkusen,
Him and
Hoffenheim?
Gamero are like the same, bro.
Yeah.
They are Kevin Vol and Kevin Gamero, the same person in my
Both
mind.
names, same names.
Yeah.
You guys got for the Europa League spot? Berlin or Braga? I have Union Berlin.
I'll go
Berlin,
Berlin.
yeah.
You got-
I don't know
Yeah,
enough
I've
about
got-
Braga
I've-
to
I've
be
got
honest.
So
Union
you after you said Real Madrid second, you don't care about the rest of the group.
Okay, man. But yeah, but Napoli first and then Madrid second.
second.
I got Real.
Well, I bet you. Like, I'm gonna go back into this video, guys. I'm looking at you guys. We're gonna watch Real Madrid wax for Napoli. I'm gonna be like, I told you
I
guys.
remember Real Madrid last year in the group stage. I swear they didn't have Benzema for a lot of it. No,
Yeah, we done.
and you still
I wouldn't.
you
I
wiped the floor.
I
of the group.
wouldn't even be surprised if we finished third.
Nah,
Well,
that's not your heritage, man.
well,
He's
You guys play first in that
Bezos the same
football.
kind of Real Madrid fan that I'm a United fan. He's pessimistic. I get it.
I wouldn't even be surprised if we finished third.
So you think Union
come
Berlin
back.
or Braga had a mention above you?
Come back to this video in
I'm coming back.
Come
I'm
back to
serious,
this in
bro.
December.
He has
Real
nothing to
Madrid
lose because
3,
either he looks
Napoli
like a
1.
genius or a Real Madrid fan. I'm familiar with his
You
game.
really sure you want to join? You really sure you want to join Fuzzy in February? Let's go to Group D.
This is, you know, when Leah talks about the battle of mids. This
This
group.
ain't even conference
middle
league,
four.
bro.
This is a middle
This
four.
ain't even conference league,
We
bro.
got Inter Milan, Benfica, Salzburg, and Sociedad in this group.
Nah, they ain't, yo.
Man, there's some good teams, man.
That
What's
ain't
wrong?
it, y'all.
Some good teams, man.
Go on, give us your first place, the fourth place then.
It's a long one, you know.
Have you got the Champions League finalists finishing first?
I got them for the second.
Oh, who's your first?
Benfica.
Oh, so you're running a bit like last year.
Obrigado, baby. Obrigado.
Yeah, I've got Benfica second, Inter first. Everyone has that? Like Benfica first, Inter second?
I'm going to go, Benfica first, Inter second.
Your Benfica
Same.
first. Fair
No,
enough.
I got Inter first. Benfica
Inter
second.
have done some very good business, though. Huh? Thuram, Arnautovic, it's good business.
Come on, Advent 2023.
Arnautovic just came off a great season. with Bologna.
Hey.
Great 2 seasons
Hag
with
wanted
Bologna.
it, you know.
Arnautovic last 2 seasons at Bologna had very good seasons.
Come on, man.
And he's
Who did I-
their
who did I
backup.
sign?
He's gonna start saying, "Oh, Ghazi's a good player now."
Alexis Sanchez too. Don't bring that
Yeah.
shit Fugazi around here.
Walking career with Marseille, but
Yeah, bro. Alexis,
sign a centre-back?
Arnautovic, and Thuram is good. Is
Marcus
3 good
Thuram.
Did
signings.
they not sign a centre back on my tweaking? They didn't. They, obviously, they got
They
Jan
signed that
Sommer.
chair. They officially signed that chair because he was there on loan.
And they extended Bastoni as well.
Who's their goalkeeper? Jan
Jan
Sommer.
Sommer, yeah.
Sommer, Jan
That's
Sommer.
fine.
Jan Sommer.
It's a decent window.
Bastoni,
oh,
100%.
You know,
100%.
it just screams.
I think
Inter.
I think they're better than they were last year.
Inter.
Yeah, I would say they're better.
That's-
I think they're more
But why do
free
you have them?
flow.
So why you have them finish the second? You have Benfica.
Just because I don't know, they're good, but I don't look at this Inter team that week in week out in the Champions League are going to be getting wins.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a bit of a slow.
So you don't
grind.
think
And
it'll be
Benfica? We saw last year they topped the group with PSG. And
Who
although
did they
they
go
had-
out
they
to?
had-
had a dodgy
Who did they go out
Champions
to?
League
They
last
did
year.
lose to Inter, but the point is they're not
That's-
playing. They're not playing Inter 6 times in the group. So Inter,
Playing
they could
twice again, yeah.
exactly. So I could see Inter getting a draw against the teams that we don't really fancy so much. I go Benfica first, Inter second.
Who have you guys got in the third and fourth spots? I
Who are
had
their
Salzburg
teams?
third.
I got Salzburg third, man.
Fourth.
I've got
Sociedad.
I've got Sociedad
Yeah, I
third.
go Sociedad.
I got Salzburg.
It's because
third.
it's gonna be a Cuba masterclass.
I'm in love with that guy, man.
Both.
Kobo is so good, bro.
For
One
first
of my Arsenal.
first 4 games, bro. I said I wanted them in Madrid. We've still got 50% rights on getting them
He's
back.
Was it 1 win, 3 draws?
For Sociedad.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. But he's got 4 man of the match awards.
And
Oh, four
I know,
matches.
but
First 4 games. Him.
obviously, Kieran Tierney's joined that club now.
Yeah,
only
that's true.
only 2 players got 4 man of the match to start the season of
Him
La
and
Liga.
Isco.
Isco.
Yeah. Jude got robbed of his last one.
Getafe.
The Getafe one.
Who got it? Haseli.
Nah, the goalkeeper.
Kepa.
Getafe's goalkeeper.
Oh, so it doesn't go to the winner.
No, Getafe had his goalkeeper had a masterclass.
Oh, first.
But it's still in it. It's a bit odd, no?
Yeah.
Because they lost that game.
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
they?
God,
fair
but they lost the last minute.
For me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I went with Salzburg blindly because
I went blindly.
every European, like when they play, they
Yeah,
do
yeah,
play
yeah.
exciting football.
Yeah.
They do have players where I'm like, oh, I've never heard of him, but he looks a player.
This
Yeah,
player's going to join another big team.
Don't hammer from. So I don't know.
Salzburg, yeah.
So for me, it's literally like
They just lost the main striker there. What's his name?
no Okafor.
Okafor to AZ. He
Oh,
was,
he's highly touted, isn't he? He's good.
they lost him. That's why I've
Tonali
got
money,
them.
man.
Is he young? How old is he?
Yeah, he's 22, 23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's our Group D then. Let's get into Group E. The other side of Madrid, we've got Atletico, Lazio, Celtic, and Feyenoord. What kind of group is this?
Again,
again?
this is like mid 2000s. Like it'd be a good Champions League.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Back in
That's
the
a heritage,
day,
but now it's not
nah,
heritage.
it's no heritage.
But
anymore,
final
bro.
back in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Feyenoord,
First
yeah.
time
Yeah.
in ages.
But this
bro.
time without the manager, Ruud.
I can't remember the last time Feyenoord in the Champions
Rude
League.
For Manestroy.
No, he's PSV, brother.
Yeah.
Who's the manager that left him?
No, it's not. He stayed. He stayed.
Oh, he
part.
stayed?
He stayed part.
Oh, he stayed.
Feyenoord, yeah. He was meant to go to a bigger side, I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Spurs wanted him, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Spurs
And I remember
wanted him,
he rejected him.
I remember he rejected him. Yeah,
And he stayed.
Okay.
yeah.
He stayed.
But they lost.
Feyenoord in the I can't remember the last time
They lost.
Feyenoord were in
It's been a
Europe,
while.
bro. It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
Wow, that's what I was thinking.
It's been a while.
They lost Kochku to Benfica.
Yeah.
Benfica as well.
Oh, Kochku. Yeah. What did you guys say?
That's a good signing for Benfica, by the way. We didn't talk about that. That's a good signing for them.
Very good signing.
Who's your first and second?
He scored a banging goal over there in the league.
Kochku.
You know what?
Top column.
You know
Atletico
what?
look really good to start
I've
this
got
season.
Atletico and Lazio.
Yeah.
Lazio have started poorly. No in Serie A.
Bro, it started poorly.
They started very poorly.
2 games lost, but they lost. But they won the last game.
Football Manager won the league.
No, that's different. That's a different conversation.
They won, but they won.
Darwin Núñez,
But
I think Celtic, it's a big loss losing Ange, to be honest with you. Otherwise,
I genuinely don't see Celtic pick more than 1 point up.
No, I don't know about that.
Nah, I think you.
no, he's right, bro.
Bro.
I think
Celtic
Ange
was not one
was
point.
huge for
Celtic.
that team, bro.
Celtic are just that team in the Champions League where they'll finish 3rd or 4th.
Bro,
No, this ain't the Celtic from back in the day, bro.
Even
I'ma
last
tell
year,
you-
Celtic were good.
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Even last year, they were pretty good.
But then what was your reason? You said Ange.
Ange, yeah, I agree.
They've lost
Celtic-
Jota. They lost Ange.
Yeah, it's true.
Bro, it's-
Celtic's gonna have the same season as Rangers last season in the Champions League.
Yeah, flop.
Oh, wow.
These sides-
That's a bad team. That's a bad
And Schalke had them to
I
finishing.
was just about to say that. I was just about to say that.
That's why I'm hosting today, right?
But I've got Atleti. Atleti to start the season off this so far.
On fire.
It's on fire.
I'll be real, yeah. I don't know what is with them.
Morata's doing the madness.
Morata's
Griezmann is having the remontadas of all remontadas.
He's been,
man.
but is it a Ramatana now? Because he's been doing this for a while.
But he
now.
had a stretch of a year or 2 years where he went cold.
2-3 years.
He went cold. Completely
Even
cold.
Memphis
But
Depay,
the
man.
World Cup,
It was the World Cup that got
the World Cup literally
He's like, your Griezmann's like, I'm still here, you know?
ignited him, and then the
Even
World
before the
players-
World Cup, remember there was that stipulation in his contract that he had to keep.
Yeah,
he
he
could
had
only
to play
come
like,
on. Yeah, it was
10
either he had to
minutes,
come
yeah.
on or he came off very early.
to play
But he was
6
always
minutes
balling
max.
before he
Ball it out.
basically.
You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
feel like as well? Obviously, I'm gonna give Diego Simeone his credit because we always used to look at him as a defense first. When, like you said, they're like one of the highest scoring clubs, right? One of the highest scoring teams in the year.
over the past year and a half,
Yeah.
they are, bro.
But I want to say as well, getting rid of João Felix and just
It's the
having
best
other
thing.
play-
It's the
it's
best thing they've done.
They're coming from.
It's the best thing because now
Their
they
form picked up when they got rid of Jaffa.
Bro, they've been scoring for fun. I'm looking at it
Much
going,
better.
They beat, what was it, Vallecano? And their
7-0.
defense is very good as well.
And
What
Vallecano
was?
last season was very good. They beat him 7-0.
Defensively, they was very good last
away-
season. apparently.
away-
Is that when Frank Garcia, right?
Yeah, last season. Yeah.
Was it Vallecano or was it Almeria?
No,
I don't know.
Vallecano.
innit?
They beat them away from home. Vallecano,
Yeah.
which last season finished in the top half of the of
Can
the
I say
Nine-0,
this
right?
too?
It's
I
gonna be
have-
season.
innit?
And El Cholo, I think Diego Simeone, this is the first time we're seeing a different expansive football.
Nice.
The year and a half, as he said, more goals, but this year and last season is the year we've seen more goals conceded. Oblak is not the same Oblak. The defensive side is not because Jimenez, his form
I
is
like
not-
though Ronaldo and Molina.
Ronaldo and Molina, but they're
not great, yeah,
they can because they just learned out actually it was the thing. So defensively, the defensively they ain't as good as they were.
Yeah.
but going forward,
Not
Now
even
they're more
Not even
expensive.
more
Marseille.
passes
So wait a minute.
plays,
So
bro.
Can I say this too? Morata, I said it last year and I got slayed for it. One of the most underrated players in Europe, in my opinion.
That means he's gonna get
he
slayed
does.
again.
No, he scores you goals, bro. I'm not saying he's a world class striker,
100%.
but people focus too much on his misses and forget the fact that, bro, every single season this guy's scoring 10 goals plus, bro.
It's like Giroud.
every game is
Gets you double digits.
3-4 times offside, bro. Wallahi.
Yeah, but the
Every
thing with
game,
him
man.
too.
Average is 4 offsides per game.
It's because his movement, bro. He tests the offside right, but he scores you goals, bro.
Stay
And his
offside,
overall
man.
play too. For Spain, he scores a lot too, bro. Morata
But
will
you
score
start
you
laughing
goals.
when you saw 6-0 Cyprus.
Yeah, my point is, bro, even in the World Cup, he was scoring for them, bro. Even in
Yeah.
the Euros, he was scoring for them.
100%.
Morata will get clowned, but honestly, you look at his overall
Usually
game
like
and the goals he
15.
scores. Bro, there's a player there, man. There's a reason why teams spend a lot of money on him, bro. He might be a meme at times, but there's a good player there.
What's helped them because as Lawrence as well. Lawrence is now picking up. The Paul is now start when they first bought him, he was barely playing.
Thank you.
Now-
Jean Felix leaving is like
No,
has freed up all these
What's
guys, bro.
happened
It's a blessing, bro. Last season when he left, Atleti won. They went undefeated throughout the whole season. I think they lost the last 1 or 2 games, but when they loaned him out to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea went on a mad winning, like undefeated, and then
curse.
it's the curse. And I think the best thing they did, and the worst thing Barca did, is getting Joao Felix.
Interesting.
Because I want to talk.
I've got to take about bars. Okay, but
Because I want to talk about this trophy.
We're on
Yeah.
different ends.
Oh, this the group, man.
Well, okay, cool. So everyone have Atletico, and who was your second? Sorry, Celtic, but Feyenoord.
No.
If you don't have Lazio, I told you that's why I put Lazio.
Stinks,
No, I've
bro.
got Feyenoord. I don't
You have
trust Lazio.
Atletico, Feyenoord. You have.
Let me go Lazio, man. I don't.
I
know.
think Lazio.
Maybe Lazio based on
sorry
a big
ball.
name, but
Everyone's got Celtic rock bottom.
Sorry,
I got
balls
Celtic
always.
first.
yeah,
Rock
Celtic
bottom.
was.
Fair enough.
Sorry, ball's gonna get him through that group.
Yeah. Let's go.
Terrible hype.
Let's go to group
Nah, they
F.
finished second last year, bro. That's not terrible hard, bro.
No, not second.
I swear they finished second.
They finished
last
second.
Finished second
Lazio.
last year?
Yeah, they finished.
year. Yeah.
Oh, terrible hype. Man.
Sorry, he's a good coach.
Very good coach. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Let's go to group
Tactician,
F.
very good. Yeah.
This is here. It is. This is what you wanted to hear. By the
Group
way,
of death.
group of death. Group F. PSG, Newcastle, AC Milan, Dortmund.
It's a good group.
So as a PSG enthusiast, can you please let us know?
They
about the
sold 3 of my favorite players in Verratti, Neymar, and
team?
Messi.
Are
so
you liking the project right now, PSG?
I didn't like it for a minute, but keeping Mbappe has made me look at this PSG project completely different because, in my opinion, he's the best player in the world, and retaining him is crucial. And I look at I said at the time, because Faisal was hyping them up very early in
I
the
think him and
window.
Star player in the chat.
Fair play to them, but my whole thing was like, as long as Mbappe is not there, that
I'll
team's not
be
moving
real.
me. And I said as well, don't interrupt me, I'm not done.
Sorry,
I'll let
sorry,
you.
sorry.
I'll let you know when I'm done, and then you can go. Kolo Muani, big signing for them.
I'm not even gonna say
This
anything.
guy was gonna interrupt the hell out of me. You interrupted Faisal. I know what time you're on, bro. I'm not gonna let him do what he did.
No.
to you.
All I was gonna say is we didn't hype him up. We just said they're gonna be fun to watch.
Faisal was gassing
Okay,
them up
I don't know about
crazy.
that.
And I was right. Look. Like,
No, but what did I tell you? I said
I know you made
See, that's how he started.
He made a video. He made a video as well.
I did because
Shout
of two
out
things.
BR.
Shout out the employers. They got to pay the bills. But 2 things happened. I said Mbappe has to stay, and if they sign Kolo Muani, that's a big deal. So now you look at the options they got. Ousmane Dembele, if he can stay fit, as always is the caveat with him, but if he can stay fit, he's a top player. Mbappe, Kolo Muani, and Gonzalo Ramos. That's great attacking depth. And I think they've gotten younger. They've gotten a bit more athletic, which I always say in the modern game, that's where the game is really going towards. They don't have the individual talent that they may have had the last 2 years, but I think as a unit, as
They've
a
got
team,
more cohesive unit
the
now.
team makes a bit more sense. And in Luis Enrique, I think they have upgraded on Galtier. I think it's a better coach.
But would you not look at it as well as obviously Dembele is a player, but if he gets injured, like you said, now you can bring on Barcola as well.
Great signing. Another one. And
So-
that's the last thing I wanted to, before I'm going to pass it on to you. The whole thing with PSG, the last few years that we've been saying is, look, the best market in world football right now, the market that's producing talent better than anyone on the planet is the French market. Ligue 1. Even PSG's academy, forget about just Ligue 1. They were producing players in their own backyard, and they were neglecting it for big international names that, let's face it, we're using PSG for a paycheck.
Yep.
PSG have finally tapped into the French market and kind of started creating a culture. Players that are proud to play for PSG, players that are proud to play for the best team in France. And I think maybe this year you won't see it in full fruition, but down the line, this is only going to improve them as they try and become like an actual footballing team. PSG the last 10 years have been just a brand. Now they're turning into a football team.
I just said, quote unquote, I said, it's looking fun out there.
Yeah.
And what?
Essential.
And two people
Essential
and
playing well.
two people said what about them?
Who was it?
One.
Medias PSG team.
I say as long as Mbappe's not there, PSG don't move.
hype.
That was Fred. I remember that was the Jets guy. I remember that was the
Yeah,
Jets.
but I stand by it. As long as PSG don't have Mbappe, they're not moving me. When he is there, he is the difference maker, bro. And we're going to talk about surprise teams. He's the difference between PSG shocking teams and being just another average team. In
But
my opinion.
what's you guys' thoughts on
Getting Mbappe hype, man.
not even
Whoa.
I know you hate on them, but even the recruitment of getting rid of the Messis, the Varieties,
It's the right decision.
Paredes,
It's the right decision because
Renato
they.
Sanchez, Gini Wijnaldum.
They need
That's
a
why-
shake-up massively.
100%.
That's
Massive
why,
shake-up.
that's why they made that beat him when they went to the preseason. They called the expendables, like just players that they don't want at all, and the likes of like you, Ikite was there.
I think he's still there,
yeah, but he was part of.
But he's a young buck, so I don't even blame him.
Draxler was there, and
Yeah.
bro, they lost all the bad contracts.
The poison.
The poison of
Even though
what they said.
it goes both
But
ways.
for me, the most low key underrated signing for me is Lee Kang-in. I think he's.
you even
I think he'll be bargaining.
Nah, man.
I don't know how much he's going to play now that you have those.
That's what I'm thinking. Like before, I'm with you. When he signed and I saw you hype about him, I said, you know what? I kind of hear it because he was at Valencia, right?
at
you was-
Mallorca.
Mallorca, and you was hyping him up from then. So I was like, okay, cool. They've definitely got a player. And with Luis Enrique, he does give opportunities. But then, like you said, when they're bringing in 7 man,
because he's not going to be playing forward line. With Lee Kang-in, he's not going to be playing.
Where's he going to play then? Because you have Ugarte. You have Zaire Emery, who's also going to be playing.
and he's 17, 18, so he looks like he's going to be the spearhead of that.
And he's been with them since childhood as well.
Yeah.
I think Lee Kang-in will be a guaranteed start for this PSG team. He reminds me, they've lost Verratti, and Verratti is someone we know how he was. That's always inconsistent in his game, but in terms of ball progression and what he can, incredible. Lee Kang-in will be a mixture of that and having that, because Ugarte is not going to provide that. Ugarte is going to be that.
He's a work. He's a dog.
That dog, that anchor in the midfield. Zaire, fair enough. He's still young, but PSG ain't going to be playing.
Vitinha, maybe.
Vitinha. I think
completely forgotten. He starts.
Vitinha and Fabian Ruiz is there as well, but I think Lee Kang-in will be.
Did you still have Danilo Pereira?
I don't know how he stayed.
If that bum finds a way in this PSG team,
I
swear to God.
don't know how he still
He has 9 lives, bro. He's like a cat. Honestly, I don't know how he does this, bro.
He's still there.
I can't stand Danilo Pereira, bro.
Why is he still there?
He's still there. But another good signing is of course Lucas Hernandez.
Big signing.
Skriniar is there as well. So I think they've done well.
It's like Leah said. They've stuck to they've invested in the French league and they've brought in French players that know how to play. Because you've said it yourself, where for France, it's usually Lucas Hernandez that was playing left back and then he had Mbappe in front of him. Yeah. So you've already got that link up in chemistry where you don't really need to where it doesn't really need time to take, if that makes sense. Is it take time? Time to take, yeah. So for me, now you've got that, and then obviously Ugarte looks like he's slipped into that place.
Key signing.
Amazing. It's like you said, the only headache I look at PSG is before we go to the other, how will you maintain and manage the front four? When do you know to play? When do you know to play Colomwani? When do you know to play Gonzalo Ramos?
Because he's right. Because Mbappe is going to be the guarantee on the left hand side. Dembele is going to be the guarantee on the right hand side. And now you spend 100 million on Colomwani, 80 million on Gonzalo Ramos.
Even Asensio will play in that false 9.
Marco Asensio's been doing very well the last 2 games, as we covered it, doing very good in the false 9. So you're basically going to be limiting 80 million, 100 million signings for what? So it's going to be a massive
low key. I think, it's my opinion, I think Colomwani is a better player than Gonzalo Ramos. But I think who's going to gel better with Mbappe? I think it'll be Gonzalo Ramos. I think Mbappe playing off Gonzalo Ramos like a focal point, which really he hasn't had at PSG for a long time. Mbappe's biggest, the reason he wanted Neymar gone, the reason why he was unhappy playing the pivot, as he called it, Mbappe wants to play. He wants to be a left winger, bro. He wants to be like that Ronaldo. So I think Ramos is the guy. Almost, I don't want to call him a Benzema, to his Ronaldo. He's not the same player, but to play off him, Colomwani is kind of a similar profile to.
Can I ask you guys another question?
He's the guy who's going to interchange in that front three.
True, but at the same time, Colomwani was only brought because of his connection and relationship with Dembus and Mbappe.
Yeah.
All the pictures that's coming out with the PSG team is them always hanging around together. That's no way he's going to be on the bench.
Do you
think? Of course, I agree. And he spent so much money on him. Yeah.
Do you guys think as well? I don't know why, because within that league, what's his name? Is it Macron? The French man.
Macron.
Do you think he had not some kind of say, but do you feel like he had some sort of involvement in terms of making PSG French again?
I mean, you already know the impact that he had on keeping Mbappe.
Do you know where I'm coming from?
So now I have no doubt that he wants the country's capital team, because Paris is the capital of France, the prestige team. Yeah, he wants them to be a representation of the French national team.
Because now, like you said, now you're looking at it, that could be the front three going for France in the future. Because Giroud's getting up on age. And now, like you said, if they're playing that club level 40, 50 games, and then you got, like you said, you got Barcola that's already playing for the under-21s, you've already got your set for the next...
The minute they hired Luis Campos last year, it was clear that they were going to go in this direction. The Messi, Neymar thing was going to last one more year. It was very clear when they got him. But
it was a combination of... Because I spoke to a PSG guy on the stream, and he said Nasser Khelaifi, the president, got pressured this summer. Because that was going to be the sum of either you go or you fix up your thing. Because then Mbappe, because he's always... Last season, you saw the demands he gave to Mbappe. The penalties, the money, the GMs, and everything. This summer... We surprised a lot of people. He basically said to Mbappe, all right, you can either you can either go now or resign or either stay, re-sign and thing.
Yeah.
It's the first time he actually put his balls on the table and say, fam,
About time.
about
Yeah,
time.
but he didn't really because Mbappe didn't re-sign, and now he's staying at the club, and now he can still leave in a year. So you can say he did all that
didn't
stuff.
even- yeah.
Mbappe will extend. That's no way he will not
He
extend.
might, but Mbappe at the end of the day still won because his main demand, and they actually screwed him last year.
Neymar.
Last year, one of his main demands when re-signing was to sell Neymar, and the club actually went behind his back, and they basically went back on their promise. This year, Mbappe would have done what, like Mbappe would have told them, screw off, I'll sit on the bench, I'll do whatever. If you want me to play and stay, Neymar has to go.
Yeah.
And they came to an understanding, but to say Khalafi beat him at his own game or whatever, Mbappe is still the king of Paris.
Yeah.
No,
He still makes the
holds
rules.
the keys.
Yeah.
No, by changing the
100 million
team.
as well, right? It was close to forfeiting 100 million as well.
Yeah, 100
Yeah,
million.
yeah, just a bounce. Yeah.
But he didn't obviously, so
He
he,
didn't.
kept it. He kept the bag at the end of the
At the end of the
day.
day, no one knows what Mbappe will do in
He will
10
extend.
months.
What are we saying? The PSG general consensus for this is PSG winning that group, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right. We spoke about so long and
About
we
PSG.
forgot
But this is the
about
first time.
Dortmund,
Newcastle,
Newcastle.
AC
But this is the
AC.
first. I'll be real, this is the first time where we've kind of shed light positively on PSG because it's a direction that we didn't think they would go, and it took them this long to figure out. Oh, you know what?
There's no more brands. There's no
No, no,
marketing.
exactly.
It's not even that. It's like,
There's
stay at home.
also zero confusion anymore on whose team this was. The last 3 years, last 4 years, you've been is it Mbappe's team, is it Neymar's team, is it Messi's team?
Before that, it was Cavani.
We know very firmly this is Kylian Mbappe's team. I think that means.
And now, and it's the first time he's got now boys and friends with him.
Yeah.
Before, bro, Neymar and Messi were never friends. Sorry, Mbappe and Thing was never friends with each other. It was colleagues. it was
Like you and Elias and Stars.
Yeah. They work well together, but they're colleagues. At the end of the day, they're not going to play
it was literally,
PlayStation.
but now they've got an actual like friendship now. All three of them.
Is that all you three have now? Sometimes.
so who you guys got on number 2?
I've got, I'll be honest, might be a Prem Tard here. I went Newcastle.
Go on.
I'm waiting for everyone else a second. Then I wouldn't carry on.
I know who I have last in this group. I think I have,
Same.
I have Dortmund last.
They were
Yeah,
blue,
I've
black
got
and
Dortmund
yellow.
I got Dortmund last.
I don't think they'll pick a 3 or 4
so
points.
it's a toss up for Newcastle, AC Milan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like Milan this year, man. I like the business that they've done. Like Pulisic and Loftus-Cheek, I think are signings that, okay, they might not have lit the world up in the Premier League, but coming to Serie A, I think they're going to ball out in this league. And I think the first few weeks you've already seen Pulisic has adapted really quickly. And I think Loftus-Cheek, I just look at, again, that athleticism, that kind of profile in the Serie A.
They don't have it.
Bro,
They don't
he's
see
going
it.
to dominate midfields, bro. So I think those are 2 really good signings. But at the same time, Newcastle, you talk about atmosphere and you talk about tough places
that's
to go
what
to.
I'm really
I
basing
said it
on.
before ball was kicked, before the group was even decided. Newcastle are going to host a big team at St. James's Park in Europe this year, and they're going to smash them.
I think every team in that group
Bro.
has got great fans.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Great fans at home.
Sinal, Duna, San Siro,
It's true.
fans 100%.
Everyone's
I agree.
home form is going to be great. Everyone's away form is going to be
I think Dortmund
yeah.
still stink. I think Dortmund still stink.
I think I go with Milan just because
I agree.
Milan have the experience of being in the Champions League semi-final last year.
I completely. Like,
I think they got
understand
more
your
top
choice,
end
man.
quality, but
And
Newcastle
their
are a good
dishes,
team, bro.
their dishes that Milan bought, bro.
Yeah.
Like, imagine
Am I missing anyone? I got
Yeah,
Pulisic
yeah.
and Loftus-Cheek. Who else?
Chukwueze.
Chukwueze, of course.
Chukwueze,
Okafor, like you said.
Okafor, right?
Yeah.
No, but even
AC Milan beat Roma recently, 3-1, right?
3-1. But
Yeah.
even the low key Andre San is Ryan Henderson. Ryan Henderson in that midfield, bro. It's been so good, bro.
Is that your boy?
That's my boy.
Oh,
His
fair,
boy,
fair.
his boy. Ryan Henderson has been so elite.
It's crazy. It's going to be the return of Tonali. First of all, Tonali's returning and Donnarumma, but
Yeah.
shout out my boy Bader. He was very upset, obviously, that Milan sold Tonali. And I think rightfully so
Well,
because
speaking
he
of
is
that,
Milan.
yeah.
But bro, they've used the money, and I think they're a better
Amazing.
team than they were when they had Tonali. Bro.
Much better. Last
Do you
season,
think Newcastle are better?
bro.
team than Tonali?
Last season they were relying on Messias and Salamanca, fam.
Yeah.
Now the right hand side. Last season,
You saw what Jad was going through, bro.
every attack last season was
His
the
hairline
left.
started creeping.
Every attack last season was Theo Hernandez, Leao. Theo Hernandez now, Pulisic, Chukwueze, even the midfield now, even having like Henderson there. Bro, Loftus-Cheek is a profile that Serie A doesn't have.
Yeah.
There's so many of them in the Premier League.
I'm telling you, remember Pogba back in the day? Loftus-Cheek, bro, is like they're gonna think they got Pogba 2.0.
I bro, that build and technique of a Premier League player. You know, in the Premier League they look alright. Like they're not like.
And we're gonna sound like crazy,
quality, but
Prem
it's not.
biased here, but bro, it's a reality,
It's
bro.
not
The
Prem
game
bias.
is getting
It's not Prem
stronger and
bias. It's not
faster
Prem
and more
bias.
athletic. Loftus-Cheek in Serie A, bro. Players are gonna look at him and they've never seen anyone like him.
Bro, that's what AC
Paul
Milan are talking
Lepill.
about. Bro,
It's not pure.
Someone put his comp.
Let it go, bro. He's
Someone put like
Never.
Loftus-Cheek's comp. It was recent game, right? And they said Serial can't deal when PNP comes.
Bro,
to the
even last year they had Anguissa.
yeah.
And
Bro,
everyone
I'm
looked at it
telling
and
you.
said, "This guy." Everyone looked at it, going, "Oh, we found something." And these are players,
so
and
true.
these are players that played for Fulham.
Yeah.
No disrespect, I thought Anguissa's quality in the Prem when he was at Fulham.
You gave
But-
him good hype. Yeah, I remember.
But these men are like you said, it's like they found gold.
Bro,
do you know,
it's so
from-
true.
It was in front of your eyes the whole time.
Do you know where I'm coming from? Like, I'm looking at Jefferson Lerma. He was ball out in Syria. It just makes no sense. Like, a ball carrying dominant midfielder, it's going to do wonders. But
I'm thinking, like, who's that Italian midfielder? Pessina.
yes.
Pessina ain't never seen someone like Ruben Loftus-Cheek in his life.
Bro, someone that's strong that can ball carry, they're like, I'm not used to this. Let me get out of the way of this.
Monza midfielders ain't seen RLC, bro.
I haven't seen him, man.
But I'm telling you, this Paul LaBille, part,
man.
And
part
that's,
two.
bro, that's Loftus-Cheek that is like, not fake. He was playing right wing back for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Like, from like, it's,
You guys,
Bro, he's bopping in that comp,
you
bro. I
guys,
was
you
like,
guys,
yo.
you guys see that clip against Roma where he was substituted?
Yeah.
And Pioli wanted to take him out. But then Theo Hernandez and Leao was
said,
like,
chill out.
No, what are you doing?
That's what the hell you doing?
Hernandez was like this. They were winning 2-0. But he did it because he had a yellow card. But guess what Theo Hernandez did? We need that in the midfield. He literally did that. Like, we need
Yeah,
that. in the-
never ever seen him like
Milan
that.
are turning, by the way, into like Chelsea's B team, right? Giroud, Tomori, Pulisic, Loftus-Cheek.
yeah.
The only thing about Milan this season, tomorrow has been hella inconsistent. Similar to last season.
But then thingy stepped up. That Malik Tao.
Ciao.
Thiaw
is
staying
strong.
up.
I'm a big
Thiaw
fan
was-
of Ciao.
Yeah.
He's
But
he's booted Kalulu out of the lineup, bro.
everyone,
100%.
Simon Kjaer as well.
Yeah,
They booted
I
him up.
love
They left him
Kier,
out.
but yeah, he's
The only thing they needed, AC, was a right back replacement for Calabria. Because he,
Calabria's decent.
I
Bro.
think he's all right.
I think he's decent.
He treats him like he treats him like Carvajal, man.
I think Calabria's okay. Honestly, he's not world
He
class.
could be better, but
he's
in that,
Calabria.
in
Give
that,
his name.
Bro, he
he's a captain. He was captain as well, man.
he's quite. I like him. I like Calabria.
Oh, he's a
Look,
bum.
I think they could. No, I don't agree. He's a bum. I don't agree.
Certified
He
bum.
played a
Shut
great
up,
game
Kavicha.
against Kvara last year. Bro. Great game against Kvara. He's not a world class right back, but you can do worse.
But
Than
it's Serie A, you can get away with that.
Yeah.
Don't come from like, unless you're like Di Lorenzo. That's probably the best right back out there. Lot.
Yeah.
One of the best, yeah. One of the most underrated.
Going back to that league, I have Milan second because I feel like
Fair enough. Everyone's got AC Milan second.
I feel like Newcastle mentally, I don't think they're going to be ready to play Champions
I
League
agree.
football
I
in the
agree.
terms of
I don't like how
having
they've
to
started
travel
this
to.
No, I think they'll be fearless in the Champions League.
Not necessarily because, bro,
can
this
see
is
them
bro,
straight
the
for it.
problem.
I agree.
What's
I
this?
can see them
What's
go
this?
for
This is
that.
the first time in like 22
Exactly.
years
Yeah.
where they have to go Italy, come back, play a Prem game.
Yeah, but you remember
it's
Leicester
crazy.
did it.
But he's
Leicester
making
did
a
it,
good
bro.
point.
Remember Leicester went to the quarterfinal of the Champions League the one year they were in it, bro.
Yeah, but then
But then look, as bad as it sounds, the players that Leicester have had, even though they weren't think they had world class. I want to say not world class, but like on the cusp. Kante, Mahrez.
Kante wasn't there. Kante wasn't there. It was
Kante
Mars and
there.
Vardy, but
Yeah,
Mars and
true.
Vardy both had worse seasons. But in
Yeah.
Europe, I don't know, bro. They just knew it was a once in a lifetime thing. They raised their level to a great level. Newcastle, I think it will hurt them. And like I have not been happy with the way they started in the Premier League. It actually
agree.
looks like
Same.
they seem a bit slower, a bit more lethargic. I hope that changes for them this season. But I think in the Champions League, bro. Callum Wilson starts hearing the anthem of the Champions League and sees Milan lined up against them. They are going to be up for it, bro.
But then again,
I think the fans will be up for it.
I think
And
the players will be too.
And I
I think the players will be
think
too.
some of the players, the
think they
moment will get to them,
I don't think so.
and that's the
I
harsh
agree.
reality.
I agree with him
agree.
because Eddie Howe is now has a decision to make. Who am I resting? Am I concentrating on the Premier League? Am I concentrating on the Champions League?
Well, it's a big
The Leicester,
difference. It's a
group
the
of
Leicester
death
team,
in that.
the
It is
a
Leicester
group of
team.
death,
He can't rest any players, bro. 6 games. You have to play your own team. The Leicester thing is a good example. Yes, the Champions League they went through, but the league form was disgusting.
That's what I
But
think,
Leicester
yeah.
could afford it because they had just won the Premier League.
they were
So
playing
they said, you know what? I don't give a
playing
shit
house
what
money.
happens.
Yeah.
Whatever happens now, Newcastle, they've got a project now. They finished top 4. They need to maintain that top 4 performance. If they go for the Champions League, who am I resting? Bro, Newcastle's backup ain't the backups as elite backup. Bro, they've got long stuff out there, fam. What a good.
What about AC Milan's backups?
Who's the guy? Krunic.
Who's the backup of Calabria?
But now,
Already Calabria.
Probably Kalulu, man.
but now, AC's backup now. They can afford that. Bro,
I know what you
check
mean, I know what
Giroud
you mean,
out.
I know what you
Put Okafor.
This is a team
They
that
have
got
good
to-
attacking depth.
I know.
yeah.
This is a team that got to the
But in
semi-final last year.
midfield,
Yeah,
Benacerra's out for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
midfield-
midfield-
I just
It's
think
scary.
that second place will be closer than a lot of people think.
I think so too. I think
Yeah,
Newcastle
I think
will honestly.
home form.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, it's genuinely
I
home
would
form.
not be
Yeah,
surprised at all if Newcastle gets out of this group. But I would favor Milan. I like
Dortmund,
Milan's
That's
team
fair.
a lot.
That's fair.
Dortmund,
Yeah,
I
the
think
same
they'll pick
problem.
up 3 or 4 points. That's
Are we
it.
being harsh
No
about
problem.
them?
Nah. They was winning 2-0 and drew 2-2 last like a week ago.
Now without
Like a week or
Jude,
two ago.
Yeah, Jude, they lost on that
they
thing.
finished.
They
Man.
didn't replace him either.
They brought in Fulkberg, I think.
Finished,
Fulkberg.
man. They might go
Last day of the season.
They might go
Last
Marco
day of
Rose in
transfer.
2023. Come on, man.
Fulkberg.
Cries all the time as well.
Fulkberg.
man.
Fulkrug.
The striker,
Yeah, Fulkrug.
Fulkrug.
Yeah, they're boring.
Bro, man.
Oh, they bought Fulkrug.
I didn't know that.
But then why am I bringing in? I've got Seb Harler, I've got Fulkrug,
got
and have
Mukoko.
they got? I don't know if he's still
Daniel
there.
Ballin.
Who's that? Modest Anthony? I don't know
No,
if
he
he's still
left.
there.
He left.
Yeah, had to.
Mukoko still plays like.
That's just because.
Yeah, they got the kid too, right? What's his name? Bono Gittins or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah.
He's coming.
They're trying to
through.
fight. They're already hitting on Sancho and Giuliani. I need this one to be the next one,
It's
bro.
true. It's true.
Damn.
Let's go to Group G. It's the interesting one. Not really.
I was gonna say when you said interesting, I looked at it. I said,
We got Manchester City, Leipzig, Young Boys, and Crvena Zvezda, formerly known as Slavia Prague.
Slavia. What?
Was it Slavia?
"Yeah,
No, it's Red Star Belgrade.
Come
Slavia Prague. Not even the same country. Bro.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You
Oh, that's a straight up
say-
casual.
You say formerly known, they're still known. That's just the
Oh,
set me up.
that's a straight up
Casuals,
casual.
man.
That's a straight up casual.
Hey, Sharky, man, we need to come back, bro. Stop switching.
But listen, Young Boys,
That says Slavia Prague.
That's crazy. Not even the same country.
Casuals, man.
I could get cancelled for that.
I know even that. Serbian fans will be on you.
Okay, you know what? After the Rodri incident, I'm cancelling. I'm not taking it.
Hey,
far.
Serbian fans, it was me that said it. Lias Bazidi. Lias Bazidi, I said it. Lias Bazidi.
Huh?
Luis Bazidi said.
Yeah, Lias Bazidi 10. I said it. If you want to get at someone, get at me. Lias Bazidi 10.
You can find me located.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Hey, man.
Hey, no more.
All right, cool. Man City winning the clearly top of the group. Everyone,
You say, bro, they're 18 points.
19 points.
Yeah, they're dominating some as they're getting 20 points. How about that?
I'm telling you.
They're gonna break the record for goals scored, bro. Haaland might break Ronaldo's record in the group stage. I can't lie, it might happen, bro.
Yeah.
Against Young Boys and Red Star, home and away.
Oh, it's long.
Julian, I think him, Julian Alvarez, and
Leipzig
Haaland
too.
will both get 10.
Bro, he scored. He showed he could score 5 goals in Leipzig with Guardiola
Bro,
there.
it's
Bro,
long.
yeah.
To be honest, though, Leipzig do look very
Leipzig
good.
sent some good players.
But it's Manchester City.
That's not but in this, bro. This is
Okay, who will finish second then? How about that?
Leipzig.
Leipzig.
They're playing Thursday night football.
No.
Shout Young
If they're
Boys, innit?
lucky. If they're lucky, though.
Are they better than Reds?
Red Stars. You
Well,
talk
they're
about
home form.
places to
They're
go
home
in
form.
Europe. Tough.
Scary.
Bro, Red Star at home are one of the most
I don't know. about
dangerous
you.
teams.
You've not been Young Boys? You've not been Switzerland?
No, I haven't.
Beautiful country, man.
That's just been
I said beautiful. We're talking about vicious atmospheres. This guy's talking about beautiful.
Hey, man.
Butterflies.
They welcome.
You're gonna go sightseeing.
They welcome Sharky like a home fan, bro. They can't be that dangerous. Red Star Belgrade, bro. Oh my god.
What Red Star invite shots?
They've got fire act.
Yeah, nah, they're insane.
Yeah, flares and
Wait,
stuff.
Young Boys.
I saw Massa holding one.
What's this? What? At Young Boys?
Yeah.
He definitely can't get Red Star. I'll tell you that.
Mercil seemed comfy at that stadium, bro. I can't lie. I can't lie.
Yeah,
Red-
no, this guy on the pitch. Come on,
yeah. No, they don't do the pitch. Nah.
Nah, man. That's he finished the bottom, man.
Red Star
Nah, I'm
is.
joking. Shout out
Red
Young Boys,
Star
man.
is.
No, Young Boys
crazy.
finished third, man. They played good football.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do it as romanticism.
But
Young Boys
City's gonna be disgusting.
Leipzig second.
I can't wait to watch Mateus Nunes, you know. I'm actually looking forward to watching him.
You watch them all. What's wrong with them now?
I liked him at Wolves, though.
Hopefully.
I wanted him at
But you
Arsenal.
acted like you haven't watched it before.
Hopefully
But
now.
at City, it's a completely different ball game, man.
Yeah. Hopefully now with KDB out, we see more Foden in the
I'd
midfield.
say hopefully KDB out.
No.
How long do you hope he's out?
You know he hates him, but come on, bro. Don't be wishing injuries
Chill out.
upon players.
No, with Foden. Hopefully now with Foden.
Hopefully again.
No. Hopefully with Foden now we see more. You know what? Okay, I see what you mean.
Hopefully KDB doesn't come back.
He's going to say, bro, take a
Hey,
year off.
I didn't mean
I'll
like that.
watch
I didn't mean that. But now hopefully with Foden. No, I'm joking.
I'm joking.
Foden we see one more in the midfield now.
That one's a pretty easy group to predict. Group,
so easy.
Group H. Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar, Antwerp.
I'm going Porto number 1.
Not a chance.
Whoa.
Xavi hype.
Whoa.
Xavi ball hype.
Whoa.
I know they lost Otavio, But I just feel
Why
like
was it so silent at the time? You know?
I feel like Xavi in the Champions League.
Nah, this is the year they
he's
break
not
the
it,
curse.
yo,
This is the year
man.
they break the curse. Barca will progress out the group.
I
They'll
agree.
top
Nah,
it too.
man.
I agree.
Them playing, what was it, Frankie de Jong at left centre back. Let that run, man.
Yeah, one of the games it was Frankie left.
centre back, bro.
Yeah, that's injuries.
But no.
No injuries. No injuries. It's just, you know, Xavi, yeah? He's a nice, bro. Like, you know, just him winning the league last year.
It's a blessing for Madrid.
It is embarrassing for Atletico,
for you, man?
Real Madrid, Celta Vigo, Real Betis, Sevilla, Villarreal, Valencia,
It's
Almeria,
embarrassing for Celta Vigo.
Vallecano, Getafe, Girona.
Hey, Mastermind, this is Mastermind.
I see now you're
He
I
named
lost
more La
count.
Liga teams than he did against me.
Bro, nah, that guy, yeah. You know what? He makes me look at myself and go, you know what?
I can still
I
make-
feel like he should be playing liquid football, but it's just pure solid. Don't worry about it. Like, it's like he's got Lamine Yamal, quality young talent, 16-year-old. Where he's gonna he's gonna run him down to the ground.
Let's go, Joao.
Sadly, inshallah, it doesn't happen yet, guys. I like the guy,
Yeah.
but we've seen it happen with Pedri.
Fatty.
We've seen it happen with Fatty. Gab, he's nearly lost the ear, Gabby. I don't know what happened to him. He was staples on his ear. He had to wear that Christian Kiva mask.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm coming from. So it's like, watch. What was it? Last year they conceded 13 goals in the groups. Obviously, it's a tougher group that Bayern Munich and thingy, bro.
Inter Milan, yeah.
Porto, they just look established. They just know what they're doing. Especially the group stage. Forget about what they do in the latter stages. Group stages, they always got that in the bag for me. Shakhtar, I'm not sure where they play at home this season. Apparently, they started off the season not that great as well. I was reading that from his Danish source. So I'm not sure. So, you know what? We can all lie and just blame the Danish brother that's on Twitter. I ain't got a clue.
You think I lied about that? I actually have a Danish account.
Hey man, I got a Spanish guy that does Swiss league. He does the Swiss league. He does the Belgian league for me. The Antwerp. That's
What about Antwerp, man? Come on, man. Give me some about Antwerp.
Antwerp. I heard that bum that Eden Hazard was meant to play for Antwerp.
Why are you looking at me, bro?
Because you're Eden Hazard's bridging. I don't know, but
Antwerp, they used to be Man United's
Wait.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we used to send like
That's a
all of
stinker.
our academy
That's
players
a
there. Like,
stinker.
I'm pretty sure Johnny
Was it
Evans played
Antwerp?
for them, bro.
No.
who was it?
That's a stinker. He went to Standard Liège.
Went to
Hazard.
Anderlecht.
No, huh?
Wait, Hazard's brother.
Yeah,
I think he
Thorgan.
went to Anderlecht. So that's a holler on
No,
you.
that's a hard on you.
Go check it out.
Check it right
Go
this
check it
second.
out. I think Thorgan Hazard joined Anderlecht.
It's like Fawzi.
No, I'm celebrating the reference. I know I'm right.
What's this? What am I looking at?
Thorgan Hazard, who does he play
Is
for?
that his
Oh,
Instagram, bro?
I'm looking at Eden Hazard.
No, Thorgan Hazard, who does he play for?
Standard Liège, bro.
Hold on, who does he play for?
Thorgan Hazard plays for Anderlecht.
Yes, come on, give me a handshake.
Clip that up, please. that has to be the preview. That has to be the preview.
SDS pod admin, get it.
Why is he bringing it closer to you? Like,
Hey,
Up to collision.
why is he taking
whoever's keeping the tally between me and Faisal, add another one to that shit.
Add another 1,000
Add
to
another one
that.
to that shit.
Add another 1,000 to that.
You're down 1,000 points,
In
man.
that case, the debates. And there's But nah,
But not Antwerp.
I got nothing, bro.
They used to be United's feeder team. That's all.
Isn't it Hazard?
That's you.
Is
We used to
Hazard not
send
going
all of our.
Antwerp?
He's retiring, bro.
Yeah.
Hazard.
He's done,
I
bro.
need to see
He's
this.
finished.
What
But
about,
nah,
and who you got? But I got Barca Porto.
Yeah, I do too. And I think Barca.
Oh, he will not join Antwerp.
Barca should be
31st August.
Barca should be good in
course.
Europe in my opinion because they have a really solid defense, great goalkeeper. Like they keep, like you said, they had a great defensive record in La Liga last season. That should be a recipe for success in Europe.
Yep.
So it's actually baffling to me seeing how poor Xavi has been in Europe because there should be a team that in Europe in the knockout stages causes teams problems.
because he changes.
Add Europe with it as well.
Because he changes.
Yeah, against United, they
And
lost-
United
lost
don't
it.
pick up points away from them against top clubs.
It's true. We went to Camp Nou, turned into Camp Rush. So I don't know. I don't know. I think this year they'll be better. I think this year.
Even Weghorst had a great game that day. Even Weghorst had a great game that day.
Huh?
No.
But this guy says that I can't plan against Xavi.
But nah,
Did it twice.
Xavi in Champions League is a complete different person. Xavi, as a football manager, is a completely different person in general. He changes his style. Last season in Champions League, he's out here relying. He's basically did what we did. Pass to Vinny and rely. He did it to Dumbouz. Pass to Dumbouz. Pass to
No, he doesn't
Rafinha.
have that.
Leo was not the same player as well. Pedro's out for long. Pedro's
you got
out Pedro's out to October, November. Gundogan now is still his injury that's just come out.
Well,
It seems
Felix is really he's banking a lot on Felix.
he's
honestly.
banking a lot. Cause no, not even.
He is.
No, Xavi doesn't want him. That is the Laporte signing. Laporte came out a couple years ago and said that forget Haaland, forget Mbappe, I want Joao Felix. But Lamine Yamal, he made a very good point about Lamine Yamal.
I'm taking Iguodala. That's what he basically said.
Throwing a last shot to give it to anyone.
But no, I don't think Barca. I think their curse is gonna remain.
So you're right with me? Porto number one?
Porto and
Barca
Barca.
number one.
Liga Portuguesa.
Obrigado, baby. But nah, Barca they ain't consistent.
They ain't it, yo.
Especially with Xavi as well.
Shakhtar third and
Alhamdulillah, he extended his contract.
Oh, thank you. And by the way, STS guys, I remember tweeting saying I wanted Barcelona. As an Arsenal fan, I was like, I want Barcelona in my group. You know, bare Barcelona fans were laughing at me saying, you get touched. I said, you guys are shit.
they're gonna bop out.
Do you
We would have
think-
smoked them.
Okay,
We would have smoked them home and away.
Question right this second.
Would've been 2-0.
Arsenal, Barcelona right this second. Right now.
Would Brockham right now.
Where Nou Camp or
You
Both.
You could go New Camp. You could go.
Yeah,
you
but
could go
Arsenal is a better
Emirates.
team. But Arsenal have also shown in Europe, that
No, that's for the last stages. But when we talk
Yeah,
about
that's Pedro Concavs, man.
what group?
Yeah, we don't care.
No. Hang on.
Pedro Concavs.
Goncalves.
Isn't that Concavs?
That
Yeah,
C
it's-
is Gonçalves.
It's
Tomato, tomato, man.
This guy's pronunciation. Sparta Prague and Jesus Christ.
Sparta
man.
Prague.
That's what you said.
I
Don't.
said Slavia Prague.
Okay, wow, same difference, bro. You were wrong either way.
tomato, man.
That's tomato. You were wrong either way.
All right, well, we've got a few more categories that we wanted to include in this one. Is a very, very early stages Champions League winner? Who you guys got?
Champions League winner.
Manchester City.
I got Man City.
They're repeating.
Well, you know what my heart says? It says Arsenal. With Arsenal, they're just, for me, they're not mentality monsters, bro. If they were to be mentality monsters, they would have won the Europa League once out of the last 7 years. But they didn't. There's always some hurdle. There's always something where they like, is Arteta the right manager? I hope so. Have we got the right players? I'm not sure. I feel like you said, we're lacking a goal-scoring striker, but overall play, we've got that.
I'm quite interested. You said I hope so for Arteta as your manager. You don't. I hope so is very different to I know so.
No, because I'll be real, yeah. I think Arteta is an elite manager, but you know, there's certain managers where they're quality, but they're not going to take it over the hump of what it is. And I feel like Arteta could potentially be that kind of person. Hopefully he's not, because I love him.
Like the Xavi.
Huh?
Like Xavi.
No, I was
No,
gonna
no,
say
no,
I'm not gonna
Xavi, no.
compare Conte and Arteta because they're different kinds of managers. But Conte, for example, is an elite league manager, but he could never get it done in Europe. And then, for example, Tuchel is an elite manager in cup competitions, but in league not so much. So Arteta could be somebody that wins leagues and leagues and leagues for Arsenal, but in knockout competition, if it's anything to judge on what he's done so far, it hasn't been great. But the question he asked you is who's going to win the Champions League. You just gave us 5 minutes for why Arsenal's not going to win it. Who's going to win it?
I'd have to go Man City, man.
Man City. Who you guys got? Who you got? Sorry, Faisal.
He started laughing before he said it.
He's got a hot take.
Bayern, I'm guessing.
No, I've got Bayern. I think you can only say two teams.
That's a very.
I said Bayern last year.
It's the weakest champions I can remember in ages.
That's
bro.
only two teams you can say. I don't think you can say any other team. And if you do, you're just trying to be different.
Is Bayern as well? Is that predicated too on if they sign Païna?
It's just the signing of Harry Kane.
So even if they don't sign Païna, you'd still say Bayern.
Even if Païna doesn't get signed,
PSG, the project is too soon.
I was thinking PSG, you
it's too
know.
soon.
I think they need Païna. I don't think Goretzka and Kimmich can win the Champions League against City. I think in a game against City, Goretzka and Kimmich will get killed.
No, I
Did
trust.
that not happen last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think they need somebody who can be like an actual sitter in that team, and then they can go toe to toe against them.
Who they got?
Goretzka a bit forward as well.
Goretzka is crap.
But it's different.
No,
right?
they replaced him with Conrad Lama, right?
Yeah, but it's
Weimer is decent too, but they need like an actual six, bro.
Yeah.
The
Weimer's
reason-
another energy guy for me. Good player, but
the reason why they got kicked last season was the centre back. Now they got Kim Min-jae, one of the best centre backs in there.
Still him and Upamecano, though.
yeah,
But
I rate Upamecano. No, he's done.
Upamecano is
He's
better than
done.
the Ligt.
He's
bro.
finished.
He's finished, bro.
done?
He's done. As in, not injury-wise. He's just...
Oh, just like
Oh,
playing.
as a
finished.
player,
He
like,
finished.
bro, he's
I just
fifth
feel-
option for Netherlands.
I just feel
he's off, like,
I just feel the two signings which they've made is going to make a huge impact. That is Kim Min-jae at the back line and Harry Kane.
It's true. Two
It's
top
not even that
signings.
as well, bro.
And Tuchel. Tuchel's a Champions League manager, and I see him change. I see him
And even
changing.
last year against City, right? They lost, but I think you look at those two ties very
the
closely.
second leg.
There were key moments where they could have scored against them, and there's big moments too where Upamecano cost them the tie.
And
They
Chilwell-
played Bayern. They played City a lot better than people actually think, bro. Like you're never gonna outpossess Pep or City.
Especially-
They played them pretty well, bro.
Especially that second leg. Sane missed hella chances.
Yeah.
Gnabry missed chances. Chuma Merton missed chances. But now you have got the most clinical striker of them
And
all.
that guy loves Etihad as well.
Well, second clinical if you want to put Haaland.
Kane,
of
Kane,
course.
it's a big season for him, honestly, bro, because this is finally the year where like the excuses of he doesn't play for a big team, so you can't. This is really it, bro. The stage that we've seen Benzema shine on the last few years, the stage that we've seen Suarez at times shine on, Lewandowski as well
yeah.
too. This is really Kane is going to have an opportunity to be playing big Champions League nights at the Bernabeu, big Champions League nights at Camp Nou, at the Etihad. This is where your legacy is going to be made. Because now, if he doesn't do it with Bayern, bro, you don't have the excuse anymore that you're playing with Lucas Moura. You're playing for Bayern Munich. There's different expectations, and I look forward to seeing him do it.
And that's
This leads into the next category, which is top scorer. If you got Bayern win, have you got Harry Kane top scorer?
No, you see who Erling Haaland is playing in the group stage. Even if you have City going out round of 16, Erling Haaland, he's stat padding against Red Star and Young Boys, bro. I'm telling you.
no, I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Bayern
that.
Munich's playing against Lisandro Martinez and Varane.
You're gonna let him laugh at Varane.
No.
Laugh at your four-time champion.
Maguire and John Evans.
Haaland's good at
Hey, no.
He's gonna
All of a sudden, we don't rate Galatasaray going away to Turkey. All of a sudden, you don't rate those players. Okay, I got you.
I'm gonna even say it now,
Davinson
yeah.
Sanchez ain't moving you anymore. Okay.
If I see, I'm gonna say even now, yeah. Watch throughout that game, the Bayern Munich game. Lisandro Martinez, he'll grab his leg, he'll go into a tackle, grab his leg and go, you know.
And then
Leos knows.
And then Lindelof will be like, yo, get me off
Leos
there.
knows the shit Man United defensive gimmick that they do where when it gets tough, the team goes, the defenders go, I'm not it today, man. 60 minutes.
and
Go
then
into-
Varane, Jesus.
and the worst of the
I
Bayern.
didn't want to say that, but yeah, they're coming from. Bro, I've seen I saw Lisandro smiling the day after with his Argentina boys when he's training. I
He
said,
didn't play a single time, bro. They said he wasn't fit. He just went back.
But he's smiling.
But he's training with them. Why am I training
What's
with
he
them?
smiling for? He sound like Graham Souness, bro. Shut the hell up,
Why
man.
am I smiling with him? Why am I going training?
You're right.
Why am I going on
What,
a
he
day
should be
out?
crying and sitting in his room all
He
day.
should be staying.
no.
He should be
He
staying
should
in
just be-
Manchester.
He doesn't trust the Manchester doctors, and rightfully so, bro.
Why is that?
Because we got shit medical
What's his
stuff,
name?
bro.
What's his name?
Why is
Gary
that?
O'Driscoll.
I don't know.
Gary O'Driscoll.
I don't know the answer to that.
Double H.
We're just shit.
That's his name, I like.
Nah, I call it the Harry.
Shout out Gary, man.
Hey, it's the guy we got off you. Some waste man, bro. Some dickhead.
13 years, when did that come? Hella injuries. Pile up in front of
I've never heard him say moist as well.
I didn't say moist. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Dickhead.
Okay, but you didn't explain to me why is that the case as a Man United fan. Like why?
Oh, yes, I'm just a fan, bro.
Nah,
He's an enthusiast.
Nah, man.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, you're a content creator for United.
I'm not an inside
I want you to be,
journalist.
bro.
He's gonna say inside scoop, but he's like, oh, that's plagiarism.
Not an inside scoop. I don't know, man.
That's Haaland.
Top
Nah.
sure you got Haaland, I got Haaland.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
voted for team.
If it's not Ellen Holland,
It's like Michael Phelps against a bunch of like. It's like a bunch of paraplegic Olympians, bro. That's what you're up against, bro. It's like Michael Phelps against swimmers without legs. Against the Red Star and Young Boys, bro. He's gonna go crazy against them, bro.
if it's not Ellen Holland, it's Julian Alvarez. I don't know, because I feel like you know what? I feel like Erling Haaland will be rested like 2 out of the 5,
See
6
when
games.
people try and get like very advanced
I'm not gonna
in
do it. I'm
their
saying
thinking,
Erling Haaland.
they're trying to be very edgy.
I'm
the way-
saying Erling Haaland.
Erling Haaland is gonna score a shit ton of goals.
I'm going
against
Erling
this team.
Haaland. I'm not done.
That's
I'm not done.
It's just black. What did I say? Sometimes football is just very easy. Look at what you see, you say it.
You know, it can't be Haaland.
Has to be.
Why
can't be
can't you see
Haaland.
like
Cool. Haaland's my first choice. Can I just
He's trying to be edgy.
say my second choice?
Go on then. I'm gonna let you land. You're my
It's not
guy.
that Brazilian winger, is he?
No.
Yeah.
Jude Bellingham.
Okay, cool. If we're going to go second, if he's gonna go second, I'm gonna go second.
Not you, man.
I'm
You
gonna-
said Bukayo Saka, man.
No, I'm not gonna say. I wasn't gonna say Bukayo Saka.
Get racist.
Gabriel Jesus, baby. Apparently, he's got a good Champions League record. You know.
Yeah, he does. He does,
City, yeah.
Obviously, he's not played for us. He hasn't played Champions League for us. So I can't be.
I see, yeah. What else is he doing?
It's either Palmeiras or is it Palmeiras or
a great
City?
UCL record for Brazil, actually.
Okay.
Fair enough. And the final category is your surprise team. It could be a good way or a bad way. Like someone that could do really well.
You flopped this bad last year.
I'm gonna go Arsenal.
No, Sharky did worse.
I'm gonna go Arsenal.
Sharky
man.
was horrible.
I'm gonna go Arsenal.
Why did you flop?
What did you pick?
Last year
did
you
you
picked Barca to be a surprise team.
I'm not gonna
And
lie.
they did shit.
I think you picked Juve.
I picked Barca's my
Did you? Okay.
But then it goes.
Hey, man.
No, I swear you had Juve to do well, bro.
No.
you did.
No, he had Juve stinking up.
Did he?
No, he had Juve as a shock team, but it's negative way.
Ah, I thought you were
And-
guessing.
and-
I
and
think-
they
I
got
You were
knocked-
guessing a Pogba.
and they
I
got
think-
knocked out in the group stage.
But I think I had Barca the other way. You're right. I think I had Barca
I
to do well.
thought he was guessing a Pogba last year. That's why I thought you had Juve. Hey, don't
Yeah, I
touch me
thought-
there. Hey, you slapped me, I'll punch you in the face, bro.
And I see that.
Behind the scenes content. I'll pay extra for that.
Okay, cool. Who's your surprise team then, Lies?
I like the
Who's my
PSG
surprise team?
project. When I say it's hard to say PSG's a surprise, bro. Like they're a good team.
Yeah.
Man, I remember Faisal Star saying they like the PSG project, man.
They like the Fugazi PSG project. I like the real PSG project.
Real man.
Kiki.
You know how Leo says, like, you got to see with your eyes first before it. Just me and him got to a club first. Though. That's really it.
They were gassing up teams with Neymar and
guess
Lee.
what?
I'm gassing up teams with
Guess what?
Mbappe and Kolomwani.
Two more signings, and that's it.
What? Kylian, the best player in the world, an 80 million pound player.
Mbappe was already there when we said yes.
No, he was gonna leave.
That was going to come to Madrid.
Oh, is that so? Let me go
rejected
dig up the tweets. Let me go dig up the messages.
We-
He was
we-
never going to Madrid.
We rejected him.
This is where
man.
you
He doesn't run his account.
He just said he just said
I'll run it.
I'll run it.
I'll run it.
Yeah, man, we rejected
Real Madrid rejected them.
Yeah, we rejected him, man.
Facts, man. I was there,
Maybe it's
me.
you.
That turtle head.
Maybe it's you.
Maybe it's me.
No, man.
I like PSG. I predicted Milan to be the surprise team last year. So I think they're
You
going
got
to
them both right, to be fair.
Yeah, I think they're going to do
Staying in the
decent this-
Syria.
Yeah, I like Milan. I like Milan's team.
Are you doing Milan again, or just gonna not say AC or Inter?
I
Just
think
say
both.
of them.
I'll stay with PSG. PSG are my surprise team.
Faisal?
My surprise team
Real Madrid,
is...
because you got them Europa League.
It should be Galatasaray, to be fair.
I was, okay, man. I was just about to say.
I'm doing it for you.
Okay, man.
David Sanchez.
My surprise team is not C. It's United, not... actually, just to say the other way around. Gala to qualify.
Okay, fair. So
for
might
me.
neither been a shock team. So both sides.
Yeah,
Okay,
either
fair.
Gala, of course, Gala to qualify, United not to qualify.
Yeah.
I just got one from.
Or third...
Sharks. I got a text from Sharks.
What did he say? What's his surprise team? There's no Rangers in this one. It's Celtic this time.
He said to me, Celtic is the club that's going to do well in the Champions League.
Where do you guys think Arsenal's going to finish?
In the
Last 8.
No, in the Champions League. Oh, right
Last
last
eight.
night.
Depends on the run, to be like it really. Honestly, Arsenal.
There's only one team I don't want to face, and that's Man City. Bring everyone else on.
No, don't bring Bayern. I don't want to see Bayern.
Yeah, but then again, you can...
I just think Bayern, like people.
We've got Arteta's got Tuchel's number.
Harry
but-
Kane's got our number.
Honestly, this is
don't know
my
about
one gripe with Arsenal fans, right? They view football in like a purely analytical way, and like, they view football like it's an exact science. When in reality, European football and knockout football is the most unpredictable shit ever.
100%.
And stuff like heritage and stuff like going to big European grounds actually counts for something. Like people can say, you can't calculate that by numbers or whatever. It counts, bro. A Real Madrid fan will tell you that more than anybody. So if Arsenal goes to the Bernabeu, I don't care how shit Real Madrid are, bro. Real Madrid are going to be a very, very difficult team for them to beat.
100%.
So I think there are teams that, although
But when
Arsenal
Real Madrid come to the
Arsenal
Emirates-
might be a better footballing team, but in terms of like who I trust on a European knockout night,
Pick your shit!
I'm going to trust that European knockout team until I see Arsenal rise to that occasion, which they haven't been able to do
But
under
when Real
Arteta.
Madrid come to the Emirates and they hear North London forever. You know,
Whatever the weather.
Sing the whole thing.
I don't know the rest of it.
You think Real Madrid is going to the Emirates and getting phased by North London forever?
Yeah, because they're gonna sing their version, Los Blancos forever.
Oh, can I ask you a question?
I say Arsenal quarterfinals.
Oh, can I ask you a question?
Same. Quarterfinals.
Oh, can I ask you a question? Yeah.
That's very big.
You know Arsenal. Do you think they'll be phased if they went to Bernabeu?
Yeah. I think every team in the world should be phased by going to the Bernabeu. You even saw Pep's team last year didn't play a great game at the Bernabeu. They came out away with a draw and they were very happy about it.
I hear.
Speak your shit.
Sometimes, with Leah's, yeah.
Sometimes speak sometimes.
Sometimes it's just
Why
like
is it like having an apprentice?
Hey, whoa, hold on. Hey, relax. Relax with that.
Who's the one that's got his arm around your shoulder, brother?
Relax with that.
He's giving you the little boat tip, but that's right.
You know what I mean? Well done, son.
You must look like a proud father right now.
Yeah,
man.
you know this guy was smiling the whole way when you talk about it.
I never heard of a son beating his dad's ass so many times.
Don't let me get my belt, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that meme where the mom
both
But her
sides.
son, her son grabs it. Not today.
Yeah. But nah.
You're surprised what was against?
Arsenal.
I picked Barca.
Good or bad?
Good. I think they'll do well, you know.
You trust Jabba too much.
I
man.
trust-
I
I trust João Felix.
define good.
Quarterfinals.
It's possible. It's very possible, bro.
Title winning La Liga side, quarterfinals.
No, I think
Lamine Yamal is gonna
I think
do
both
well.
of them, right? Like again,
land the 16
if Barca and Arsenal win their groups,
Yeah.
they get an easy second round opposition, or on paper an easy second round
Is
opposition.
it? Is it written? Like, is it already written out? As in, like,
What? First place plays second place.
oh, and I thought it was like.
When
Is
did they
it,
start doing this?
Hold on.
Back in my
Hold on.
day.
Shush. What were you gonna say?
it's not like the. It's not like
Europa League.
Europe. Not Europa League. It's not like What's the word?
Wow, this guy's been out of the Champions League so
Euros.
long he
It's
forgot
not
the
like
rules.
Euros, is it?
This guy's been
And like
Arsenal
World
been
Cup,
playing.
you know, when like C play, A play B.
No,
It's not like that. Like it's just random.
Scaffold's the World Cup, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, Arsenal fans have been out of the Champions League for so long they forgot the rules.
Hey,
Scaffold
man,
is the
I
one-
got-
Do you remember the anthem? These are the champ. You remember it?
I remember. But I
Go
remember
sing
the other
with
one.
me.
I remember the other one
I
better.
went to the Europa League last season, man. Shut the hell up.
This
man.
guy, bro. You don't remember how the groups work. So first place.
No, I know first place play second place, but I don't know if it's Group F or
No,
whatever.
there's not. It's random.
Yeah, that's
My
the
point
only
is,
thing,
you
that's
look at the second place teams in most of these groups. You just name them. They're not that great, bro.
Yeah,
Like you're talking about Lazio or
Man United or
yeah.
something.
Arsenal against Man United. I would favor Arsenal against Man United.
I don't
in
think
Champions
I
League.
don't.
we
We
can't
can't.
No,
play
you
this,
can't
yeah.
exactly. So you can't even play the
You
English
guys,
teams.
Basquets.
The teams you guys could play is like Lazio or
Galatasaray.
yeah, potentially Galatasaray. I mean, Napoli would be a tricky one, but like they're pretty beatable teams for Arsenal. Then you get to the quarterfinals. That's when there's a Bayern, maybe a Real Madrid or City. That's where it gets a little techie. But for Barca or,
I don't wanna see
or
City, man.
Arsenal, they can easily get to the quarterfinals.
That's what I'm saying. Quarterfinals.
Easily,
even semis,
yeah,
to be fair.
easily.
No, I wouldn't look that far ahead every single
That's
time.
no, it's good that you mentioned, of course, Arsenal, City. It's not going to be United, though.
I don't think United.
You might
I'm
get
not Lee
knocked
Van,
out,
bro.
man.
Lee Van is gonna try and argue with me. I don't think United are gonna go far in the
You might
Champions
get
League.
knocked out.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's the end of our early Champions League predictions. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you guys have in your top in the Champions League groups, and who do you guys have as runners up? Definitely won't be Manchester United. We'll see you next time for the PL Roundup. Sharky will be hosting. We'll be back on Tuesday.
God, man.